Hello everyone, my name is Botanist Cool. Today we're watching the Monster Hunter 20th Anniversary Special live, and we're gonna have a good old time doing so. Now, I am ready to watch this, y'all. I am so excited. It is the 20th anniversary for Monster Hunter today, and they are doing their special in the next 30 seconds. I hope you guys are excited because I know I certainly am. I'm hoping for a lot of cool things like potentially a remake, or a port of something of an old game. There's some music I recognize from GU playing in the background right now, and I really like that. But I am just excited to watch this. We got 5 seconds for. Let's see it, and I cannot wait to see the top 10 monsters. I am so excited. Oh, there we go. I hope you guys are really excited too.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the pre-show for the Monster Hunter 20th Anniversary Special Program. My name is Joe. I'm one of the community managers here at Capcom USA. And
no closed captions available.
I'm Jono. I'm the EMEA community manager at Monster Hunter.
Well, Jono, what are we doing today? Why are we in suits?
Well, that's a very good question, because normally, for anyone that tunes into our community streams, we're normally just rocking a t-shirt or a hoodie. But today is a very, very special occasion because we are marking 20 years, 2 decades of Monster Hunter.
That's so much Monster Hunter.
Yeah, so am I. And today we're going to be going over the
That's so much Monster Hunter.
Top monster poll. We're going to reveal who the #1 monster that you voted for is. And honestly, I'm super excited to reveal the results to everybody.
I'm guessing it's Fatalis, honestly.
Why don't we talk about, the overall show and what we're doing today. So today is really just a chance to celebrate the 20th anniversary. We won't have any crazy news or any reveals. You won't see any new gameplay or trailers for
okay, so
Wilds, but we do have some cool stuff and cool insights from the dev team and from different.
That's fine. Nothing crazy new or reveals. Okay, fair enough.
And, even looking at like our own.
Oh, they might like do like a reveal or something.
Before we joined Capcom, the community
maybe even like a port of the OG Monster Hunter.
Community or the passionate community themselves, building wikis, sharing tips on old forums, and all of that.
Yeah.
Like the advent of YouTube and the internet as a whole and social media. So it's really special to be able to celebrate that with everyone.
Yeah, and before we get into it, why don't we talk about the 20, or I guess 20 through 11, the monsters that we revealed.
Yeah, 14 was Mizu. I was very happy about that.
Top monster results. So I know you've got a lot of favorites in there. Jono, do you want to kick it off with, what is your personal favorite monster?
Yeah, so coming in at 17, so much respect to the community here for your fantastic taste. We have my favorite. They're big, they're blue, they're Brachydios. Obviously introduced in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate here in the West.
It's weird they started at 17. Like, I love to go back and get all the rest, but still, it's just weird.
I just love how it looks. I love that it's big and blue. I love the explosions. I love the music. Everything about Brachy just screams cool to me. And I loved as well, obviously playing Monster Hunter Stories and Stories 2, that you could have Brachy as a monster and fight alongside them.
Rather than Brachy as a monster? Oh my god.
Yeah, I love the big old arms that it walks with, and kind of just
that's Rise music in the background. I love it.
That blast radius, which is not a good feeling, but it is. It is a really, really cool monster. And obviously, it has a super awesome theme song, which is really intense, and I love to listen.
The Scoutflies in the background are cute.
So yeah.
Oh yeah, especially the Raging Brachy version.
Oh fuck, Raging Brachydios. We got our ass kicked by it twice last night.
Brachy, but it's kind of like chicken and egg situation. There wouldn't be Raging Brachy without base Brachydios. So that's where my
fair enough
as well.
That's a great point. Great point. Well, for me, within this top 20 through 11, I'm a huge fan of Namiel.
Namiel, that's how you pronounce that? I could pronounce it Namili.
Into the series with Iceborne. So a fairly new monster. I'm sure a lot of people who play the game are pretty familiar with it, but it's kind of this really almost like it's like a like a manta ray, or like a, I don't know, just like this marine kind of theme to it, right? Like the way it has all the sound effects and the different I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe, right? It's definitely got a unique feel that I think a lot of monsters don't really have in the series.
Yeah, you can definitely feel like it's come
I
from
don't
the abyss,
disagree.
Namil
or Namale or whatever it's called is a very unique monster that I really like as well.
Very, very dangerous.
From what I'm aware though, I thought it wasn't very popular.
Yeah, it was really
The fact that it makes water and electricity was cool, and the fact and its movements are really cool too. It's so unique in how it flies, and how it interacts with the world. I like that a lot about it.
Well, you know, that would be one. It's
Also,
like
I literally just woke up. Ignore the
yeah, a super cool monster.
the deep voice there. Hello, it's me. I got a Ford F-150 commercial for you.
Sappy Jiva. This was a super cool raid monster, siege monster actually, that you could fight in Iceborne. And
I'm not surprised Safijiva was in the top 20, honestly. It was a good fight.
Just like getting everybody together and just trying to like pick apart
I don't know. I did not expect it to be this high though. I thought it'd be like 20 or 19 because the fight itself is not too engaging.
To the world and like how everyone kind of.
So I'm surprised it was that high.
To band together and just figure out how to take it out was quite the experience.
Yeah, and also like seeing what a fully formed adult version of Xenojiva was like was really cool to kind of see how the monster had kind of continued and kind of how they linked it together. And also everyone plays a very specific role if they want to within the fight. Like obviously I'm a sword and shield main, so I'd be trying to go for the tail or like go for like trips on the legs and things. But then obviously insect glaive, gunners, bow users, we always go for those wing breaks. And if they went in the party, I found it so hard to get wing breaks. So if an insect glaive came in or a ranged hunter, I was like, yes, more part breaks. Yeah, it's such an epic multi-stage fight, and I remember how many times
it is a very epic fight. I agree with that. I just know a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of siege fights continuously.
You kind of had to
like
discover for yourself.
Even I only do one or two every time I jump on, just to get a few weapons on there and to complete that like
but it's not necessarily just like, hey, you should do
grouping of weapons. But like I can't do too much more than that.
Stalactites and the different terrain and all that. So definitely such a cool fight to discover and to learn.
Exactly, and then obviously Safi's ultimate move is really quite a sight to behold and experience.
It is. It is. They gave it. They gave it to literally everything else.
Just slightly getting caught outside of like the protection zone of that like rock that's blocking for you, which I think is a lesson that you learn right away of like.
They gave it to Narwa and Ibushi. There we go. Because Safi's fucking special was so good, they gave it to Narwa and Ibushi. Which just sucks a little bit for Narwa, because like I would love to have seen Narwa get its own special.
Which is one of my favorites, and it came in at number 13, which is a fantastic
They're
achievement.
really just jumping around here, not going like 20 down. Like that's minorly frustrating me in the brain.
If I'm wrong, and that is Primordial Malzeno, obviously.
I like Primordial. I don't know if I like Primordial more than I like Base Malzeno, but I love Primordial Malzeno a lot. That's what have been in my top 22, honestly.
Primordial Malzeno obviously is kind of like the uncorrupted pre-Curio version of the flagship Malzeno. So it's such a cool evolution and version of the monster, and I love how it fights. It looks like a knight in shining armor. It fights almost like a lance or sword and shield user with really interesting combos and jabs. And no spoilers, but I really love how the story version of the hunt goes and how the climax unfolds and what happens. It was
but you don't actually fight the Curio. Like the story hunt itself, like great. The Primordial Malzeno was a fun fight, but you know, you and
you didn't think that Malzeno could get more, I guess.
You and
menacing.
Is it Rondine or is that her sister? Either way, you and the Lady Knight were like, oh, now we gotta fight the Curio with Malzeno, and it's just a cutscene. It's just like, ha! So it's like, yeah, we fought Malzeno, but like, it felt a little cheap for me, the story fight, honestly.
And obviously the armor and weapons look really, really cool as well. I'm a sucker for my fashion. You know that.
Yeah, same here.
Well, with that said, you know, we don't have the time to cover all of the 20 through 11.
Okay, so they don't have time to cover them all. That's why they only skip through a few of them.
Yeah, a lot of great monsters that were
the newest ones and the personal favorites.
Reveal those final results. So
exactly.
But I did like Primordial Malzeno a lot as a creature. I did not like it as a story boss fight. It was such a letdown to like literally just have the last fight of the last fight, the climax be a cutscene.
Oh yeah, yeah. Jono, it's been 20 years of Monster Hunter. Obviously, you know, we've all started the series in different time frames.
Started in GU.
Had different experiences with it. any thoughts, just like reflecting on your journey with the series so far?
Yeah, I mean, my first ever Monster Hunter title.
Mia,
was
let's
3
go.
Ultimate,
How are you doing today,
soon
Mia?
after I then jumped onto 4U as well, and it's been awesome. The first ever weapon I used ever in Monster Hunter was.
I know you're not
actually
big
Switch
into. I know you're not as big into Monster Hunter as I am,
was a really
Mia.
big
But if you ever want to jump in and
I've
chat about this
quite
shit,
used to
hit me
being
up.
slow having this big weapon, so I quite quickly swapped to sword and shield.
How you doing today?
And ever since then, it's been my main squeeze, my main weapon. I love the versatility. I love the variety.
Versatility is important when it comes to
weapons.
That's fair.
Element and status. Kind of
I am a little
sense.
mad that they don't have a closed
Yeah,
captions for this right now. It's
I
so
also
sad.
started around the same time, but I would say like
It's so early,
initially I
Mia.
kinda
Hell-
bounced
oh,
off
hell
the game
yeah.
a little bit because
I mean, I'll catch you
I
on
don't think,
Discord in
like,
a second,
I was
alright?
wired that way necessarily just yet to really like wrap my head around all the mechanics and the way the game worked. But I think it's a testament to the community who have created so many different guides and videos and just different ways to get into this series that have really that helped educate me.
Honestly,
and helped, bring
that
me
I gotta
to
agree with. The
kind of this level
hunters,
that I felt like I was
the hunter
experiencing.
community is
I
honestly
could,
very
the experience of a lot of
accessible.
other community members
And there's a
where,
lot of great things
discovered
like
this thing,
Discords. When I
learned
first
about it,
started
and
out, I
got
joined like
better
this
at it,
Discord
and
called
then I
Lock
became
Lock
an advocate for
Tavern.
it. So,
That was a fantastic resource for me learning how to actually play Monster Hunter, especially when I was in GU.
In
Fucking
our regions
loved
in
it.
North America
So
and
good.
in Europe to be able to like have that journey of like we got to experience the the discovery of something that we really love, and now we get to share it with everybody. So
I'm really glad that
exciting
like
that way.
legitimately the hunter
Exactly, and,
community has been
we
so
touched on the creators,
positive in
I
general.
really got into Monster Hunter thanks to the creators kind of taking the time to share their passion for this series and want it to grow and share it rather than gatekeeping. And
Yeah,
once
yeah,
again,
that's exactly my
why the community
feelings.
and the creators are the heart of Monster Hunter, and it's great to kind of see that continue as more and more people came to Monster Hunter over the years. Obviously, you go through like generations, and then obviously you then had Monster
The only
Hunter
bit of
World Show,
gatekeeping kind of is like the people who really
what
like
kind of impact
old-fashioned
that
Monster
has.
Hunter and are not a
Yeah,
really big
absolutely.
fan of
Just,
new-fashioned Monster
them
Hunter.
taking the franchise,
I disagree with it
global
personally,
and
but
having
you
the
know,
simultaneous worldwide release.
there's gonna be
as
some
well.
of thems.
We've just really been continuing the momentum since then, and obviously, I think the future is very bright with Monster Hunter Wilds, and
Yeah,
we've got Monster Hunter Stories that's also coming out this summer. So yeah, it's just,
I'm
it's just
excited for
a really
Monster
good
Hunter
time to be
Stories
a Monster
again.
Hunter fan right now.
just great.
It is, and like with our recent like return to World Community Celebration, seeing not only veteran hunters and content creators come back, but loads of new players come in to play Monster Hunter World, whether they were excited from the Monster Hunter Wilds reveal, or they were like, hey, a lot of people are talking about this game, I'm going to check it out, like jump in. It's been awesome, and obviously, the most recent release, Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, I love the combat in that. It's so fluid, and your weapons get so many moves, and you can customize how your individual weapon behaves. So if you had, say, there was like 2 longsword users in a hunt, they could have totally different playstyles and moves. And I just found that really, really fun, and a really cool twist on the combat that I'd got used to from World and Iceborne. So yeah, it's just such a great time. No matter what kind of hunter you are, you can enjoy all the different Monster Hunter games. You can have your favorite. And
Agreed.
I think that's such a
Agreed.
good thing to be able to celebrate and talk about.
Yeah, different types of
Mia, if you
Monster
want
Hunter,
in,
different
give me a
genres, which
call.
is awesome. So it's like we said,
I'm all
it's just
set
a
up on
really
my
great
end.
time to be part of the franchise. And I think with that, we're going to wrap up our pre-show. We're going to have a pretty
Pre-show's wrapping up, baby.
ahead of us. So, after the results of the Hunter's Choice Top Monster, we hope you stick around and check out everything we've got. But yeah, with that said, we want to say thank you so much to the Monster Hunter community. Your support.
Hello,
means
Mia.
so much to
Now
us.
this is I love surprises like this. It's always so much fun to have someone just jump on in.
So
thank you.
Yeah.
As a Monster Hunter fan. Thank you
where
so
is the
much. It's
Fuji
awesome
for
to have
you?
with us. And here's to the next 20
In
years
somewhere.
and 2025. When
Yeah,
things
I
are
have
gonna be
I have like
getting
so
wild.
many layers. Also, I am so fucked. I just woke up. And it's like
That's fair.
I'm so glad someone else is gonna be keeping me company so I don't fall asleep. Alright guys, this is Mia. She's fantastic.
Hi.
Give her some love, please. There we go.
Oh, 2004, that's crazy.
I know, it's a 20-year-old franchise and I fucking
That's
love
insane.
it. The music has been so beautiful. And the songs that come out and the monster designs that come out and all this stuff. Vagabond, hello. Vagabond says hi, by the way.
Hi.
And the top 20 monsters so far have been really interesting. 14 is obviously my favorite with the Mizutsune.
Fair.
But they had the Brachiodios up there. They had
Whoa.
they had a few of the good ones, like Primordial Malzeno was an example, and I'm pretty happy with that.
Mm.
And oh god, the music just gets me. So this is Monster Hunter 1. I never played Monster Hunter 1. I actually started with GU. What did you start with? Was it Rise or World?
Rise.
And
then I started World later.
Are they announcing anything for this? 20th anniversary is a big deal. No crazy announcements, they said. So I don't imagine they will give...
Which makes sense.
Yeah, I don't imagine they'll give information on, like, Wilds or a port, but they might have something in here. I hear Try is amazing and that everyone loves this guy so much. And the underwater fighting. Which I do kind of...
It makes sense, so there's not going to be, like, crazy announcements. Like, Wilds was only announced a couple months ago.
Yeah, and, like, what kind of... Oh, Gore Margala was introduced in 2014? Fuck yeah, I love Gore. It's one of my favorite monsters. Glavinus was in GU? That was the first one? Fair enough. Oh yeah, my boy Valstrax, the Jet Dragon, baby. I love him so much. I do hope they have a fun little announcement for us. Maybe like a little like extra like layered armor DLC kind of in World or something to celebrate the 20th anniversary. I did think they were actually going to say, hey, we got a port, but like... Oh, we got more Wilds information though, baby. Let's go.
It looks so good.
It really does. I'm so curious what these like electrical spires are everywhere, because I remember we did Sleepy Sam and I did a whole analysis of this video in slow fucking motion. There's my boy Rathalos.
That's a lot more than 20.
Okay, well we got one scene. That helped the dodge lightning 20
You got
times,
one panning shot over the environment.
Is that Fatalis? I don't know if it's Fatalis. Yeah, it's one normal shot of the environment. I bet Fatalis is somewhere in the top 3 though.
Oh,
Fatalis has to be somewhere in the top 3. Who do you guys think is top 1? Elatrion being top. I thought Elatrion would be a little higher. Holy shit. Talmador, yeah. Have you fought an Elatrion yet?
I don't think so, no.
It
doesn't look familiar.
If Dodogama gets number 1, I'd be so happy too. Just the boy. Ruiner Nergigante, that's a good one. Have you done Iceborne yet?
Nope.
No.
I have not. Don't think so, no.
Oh my god, we're gonna have to get you there one day. Fatalis is 8?
Damn.
I thought he was gonna be number 1. He's so classic. Like in Monster Hunter 1, people didn't know you could fight Fatalis and there were no guides or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it was like rumors of how to get Fatalis, like the Pika Blue shit from back in the day.
Yeah.
Not Google, I'm not surprised. But I'm
love
surprised it wasn't
like
like
that.
1. You know how many times we fight Fatalis? It's like fighting Rathalos. I mean, Fatalis comes in once a game except for Rise, basically. But also, it's like a cult classic, you know? Velkhana makes sense in the top 10. I like Velkhana. Funny enough, I fought Velkhana first in Ruins. The Wild West themes, info spread among gamers by the word of mouth in the cafeteria tables. Yeah, that was Monster Hunter 1, baby. Fuck yeah, Gore Margala, let's go! Gore Margala is so cool because it's not an Elder Dragon and it's not a Wyvern. It's this weird in-between thing, and I love it.
Whoa.
It was one of my favorite fights back in GU too.
Hell yeah. Whoa.
Oh, was it Crimson Valstrax in like 17 or something? Okay. Now we have OG Valstrax here. God, I remember the first time I fought Valstrax in GU. That was terrifying. Is it normal Lagius or whatever it's called for for 3? Yeah, it is. I've only fought this guy in GU like once, and I did not win at all.
Yeah.
And it's nowhere near as good of a fight as it is in 3 with the underwater fighting.
God, the sense of scale in these games is fucking awesome.
Right?
It's so cool.
Oh god. In the Monster Hunter Tri, there was underwater fighting. It was wild.
Yeah.
They have not brought that back yet, obviously. There was also like tauntauns and shit as weapons. I should know who this is. Is this normal Nergigante?
I think so.
It is. It is. I'm a little sad that there's like Runa Nergigante and then Nergigante and that, you know, that, but like,
Yeah.
fair, I guess. Who's number 1 then? I'm so. It better be something stupid like the Puke.
I do not know who this guy is.
That particular moment. Wait. Zinogre. Okay, I should have called
Never
that.
seen this guy.
Zinogre is a classic. Oh my god. It is such a pain in the ass though. This guy is a legitimately hard fight.
Oh god.
Yeah, I know. It like Zinogre's a legitimately hard fight. And it's a lot of fun too. But like legitimately just gives me headaches every time I fight it. It's one of the monsters that no matter how much I practice against it, it's gonna get me at one point or another.
Yeah.
Zinogre got the rifle spot up there. You know, I'm gonna say that. I think it did. But I think if they had like included all like the like variants together,
Yeah.
Lagius would have won. Or sorry,
That's
no, Nergigante would have won.
Congratulations to Zinogre, Nergigante, and Lagiacrus, the top 3 monsters.
Ooh.
as voted for by
Lagiacrus, is that how you pronounce it?
20
Poor
years.
Talmador,
That's
yeah.
pretty awesome, hey Joe.
Poor Puke
Yeah, thanks
should have been
everybody
top
for
1.
casting your votes. We're not quite done yet, right?
We should have had the fucking little wasp bastards like knock you out.
You, the community,
Number 1.
Best monster.
Best fucking monster.
Yeah, there's
The
been so
Palicos and
many incredible
Palamutes,
songs
number
throughout
1.
the Monster Hunter series.
Yeah.
So many
Like that one? Yeah, 100%,
We can't
baby.
wait to see what you voted.
Yeah, they are technically.
Yeah, technically. There's so many Monster Hunter games.
I know. I didn't realize there were so many.
Yeah, there's like Monster Hunter, and there's like always like a portable variation of each Monster Hunter, basically, which is wild.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool Monster Hunter stuff out there. I love it.
Yeah.
で3タイトル立ち上がってその時に同時に立ち上がったのがライトモデルスタっていうレースゲーム
That's wild. Like, hey, we were working on these 3 at the same time: a racing game, Resident Evil, and Monster Hunter. By the
Monster
way.
Hunter.
Like we had all of our.
Such a shift.
It's really funny because you have like post-apocalyptic, you have like vroom vroom, and then
High
you have,
octane fucking racing.
they didn't even have the Jet Dragon back then. How are they gonna be so high octane? You know? The first monster was Rathian? That makes sense.
Damn.
I mean, you know, Rathian's a pretty classic design. Even for like dragons and wyverns.
Yeah.
だから初代のロゴの上にいるのはレイヤーなんですよね
そうそうそうだから、
Oh.
実は 練習やってる方も多いかもわかんないですけど。
そうなのね。だからその前前身もあったよね。
Ooh, what's the other concept?
前
ありますね。
スタジオを作ろうって言って
It's so trippy to not only think about a time, but that long ago before online games took off, but that had lived that time. Yeah, like
まだいたし、王道なすごい
they were gonna put a Kraken in there.
なんか
That would have been fucking cool.
ってなんだろうねっていう時にもうそういう
Okay. I see what they're getting at. I'm glad they didn't do magic in this game, honestly.
Yeah,
Like, I love magic. I love D&D.
it just wouldn't feel right.
Yeah. I think the addition to addition of new weapons and kind of that clunkiness and heaviness of the weapons that you play with is like the best part of the game.
ゴブリンみたいなやつですよね。
そうそうすごいこうバキバキのもう
But yeah, no, this was a what? That was the Palico's ancestor?
God, so weird.
That's terrifying. Are you kidding me? Maybe an artificer would fit. There was an alchemy jug in GU. That was fun. I had fun with that when I was using the alchemy jug. Hammer, sword and shield, great sword, bow gun, light bow gun, and I didn't see the last one on the bottom left. I think it was lance.
Who needs lighter weapons when you have a big fucking sword?
Have you heard of Monster Hunter Mesoporta Reclamation? I have not, no. What's it all about? Tell us.
ザクいけないやつばっかりでね。
でなって片手剣とライドボウが増やして
I'm surprised Sword and Shield wasn't like the first thing. You should look at the trailer. I'll take a gander at that, sure.
だからも
I mean,
うまずは最初の6武器
I guess so, yeah, because like, you know,
をつって
it's a staple kind of weapon set.
一個一個の武器がもう全然仕様が違うから癖が
I do love how each weapon does feel extremely different in Monster Hunter. It's like so nice. It really freshens up the game when it's like, I want to try a new weapon or something like that.
Yeah.
とかでこう当て
And the funny shit that like Greatsword could just fucking dodge of how big it is. Oh. I love that this fucking like look at these directions between Greatsword and fucking Heavy Bowgun.
Yeah.
これはなんですつって
Holy shit.
そこから持ち替えさせるみたいなね
今のモンスターハンターのプレイヤーの方もそうなんですけど、やっぱあの時からやっぱりその助け合いであったりとか、その情報共有であったりとか、すごくなんでしょう。
Yeah, it's so weird for me being a relatively younger person, trying to imagine a world of gaming where there's no like,
助け合うとかね
or at least like scarce forums and stuff.
みんながチャットの中に
Like I can't imagine only finding out about something through word of mouth.
反応貼ってますみたいな
See, that was something that was kind of magical when I was a kid. Was like
人たちがいる
I remember this happening with the Jedi Knight Academy games for me, where it was like I wanted to learn how to do things. You'd learn how to do things. You'd hear from word of mouth. My friend down the street would help me learn it because I was at his house and stuff like that. And no one ever had all the right information.
Yeah.
And there was always a lot of experimentation, which I always found to be a lot of fun. Or you could always go buy the guide itself, but you know, mom and dad were kind of like, well, that's another $20,
Yeah.
kiddo.
ファンタジックな
Not gonna happen. Land was king, and there's so much hype to get to your school friends and discuss progress. Yeah, there was a lot of hype between that. There's a lot of pride when you actually got somewhere that other people couldn't get.
Yeah.
存在をなんか
And like, again, the people who fought Fatalis in Monster Hunter 1
とか世界観作っていく上では
had like a badge of honor when they did that because no one knew how to fucking get it, and people still don't really know how to get it because there wasn't a guide for it either.
Yeah.
そのどこでも出てくる
Nintendo Power and Game Informer were huge. They were.
急に出てくるやべえやつ
I do like that the forums have come out about this kind of stuff and now made it easier access, but it was a different thing.
Yeah.
ありましたね。
あったやろ捕獲したモンスターを自分の
Really?
して出てでこの
戦えるんですよね。
対戦できるっていう大闘技大会っていうものが
You fight with a monster on your team? That's cool as shit.
That would be awesome. That's awesome.
もうほぼ一択でラージャンが 強いっていう世界だったけど
they just admitted they fucking buffed up Raging like no tomorrow. Fuck Raging.
で
そう設定的にもね
そうで今となってもそれが設定としてはこうキリンの角を食うっていう設定がラージャンに残ったっていうのはそっからっていうのが
I whispered it to you because it's honestly a bit of a struggle to find.
キリンの角を
Okay, thank you. I'll take a gander at that soon, Jack. Oh yeah, because they have different directors throughout the years. Yeah, that makes sense.
携帯基盤これはまあ
Good that they got all of them for
きっ
the.
かけっていうのを知りたいと思うんだけど
はい、僕との方もタイトルがちょうど、バイオハザードアウトブレイクってタイトルが、終わった後にプロデューサーの方から
Honestly, I fucking when I look at Capcom games in general, I'm always pretty satisfied with any Capcom game I've played.
Yeah.
Like Resident Evil games, I'm typically pretty satisfied with. Monster Hunter games, I'm satisfied with. Ace Attorney,
Yeah.
obviously.
ヤンガルグさんねヤンガルグ
Oh fuck Yangaruga, that thing's a pain in my ass.
生まれたのがガルルガ
It's just like it just like screams at you. It's like
ポータブルの方で 世界観を共有しながら
I'll fucking fight this bastard.
そういったちょっと新規のモンスターを作ってちょっと確かに心の大きなちょっと挑戦でし
I
た。
forgot what I was saying, but yeah.
でここで今となっては大人気のモンスターのティガ
Oh yeah, T-Rex is extremely popular.
まあメインモンスターを
It looks really cool.
It's also a pain in the ass to fight, honestly. Like Tigrex and Zenogre are two of the ones that have the hardest time fighting because they are just so unique in their movements, and they really have like unique battle patterns, unique styles of how they fight, and very aggressive styles. It is damaging.
を作ることでインパクトの強いものができないかなっていうので、考えたものにはなりますね。
あれだっけ僕がガウスカにボコられたんで
そうです。
Do you remember the Superman flying Raging? I do not remember the Superman flying Raging.
テストプレイやってる
I started with GU, and Mia here started with Rise. So
テストプレイ
compared to a lot of people, we're pretty new. Yeah.
最後もう丘の上から俺弓打ってたもん
He used to move via Superman flying.
しか調整しようかなと。
Oh my god.
I'm trying to remember him in. Here's the thing: in GU, I could not beat Raging. I just quit fighting Raging.
モンスターハンター
I just stopped. Like he was so ridiculously hard in GU. You have no fucking
Yeah.
clue.
あれのバージョン 1.0 っていうのがあって
I actually went back to GU a little while ago,
2007年
and I'm looking at my armor, and I'm like, right, I did not know how to layer armors here, so it looks like really tacky,
1年やっぱかかってなってこっちの
and it's just like
実質は
badly aesthetic. It's just bad aesthetics. But it's Mizutsune, and I'm so glad they changed the Mizu armor in fucking Rise. It's so bad. It's so bad in GU.
もう早い気が
It is seriously bad in GU.
早い気が。
ちょっと変化球的な
Please do. It was rough.
外したような形のかっこいいやつをちょっと。
It's not the beginner rank. Look up the master rank armor for Mizutsune in GU. It's rough.
ねまだ本モデルじゃなかったからシルエッ
Just
ト
flew like Superman. Yeah, I honestly just stopped playing. I just stopped fighting Raging in GU. I could not get past him. He was my big roadblock.
新システムというかオトモアイルを入れるというね
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you see that armor? It's so bad.
案外いけるかもっていうので。
次にちゃんがディレクターとしてかかってたのが P サードと今回20周年で企画でやった、モンスターの人気投票1位になったジンオーガ
ジンオーガさんすごいですね。
生まれてるというと
God,
ころ
2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell.
Mm-hmm.
正直今まで
What I love about like monsters like Zenogre is they do this really cool like ecology science point of view where this guy has a symbiotic relationship with the bugs around them.
Mm.
And that's what gives him the electrical powers.
Yeah.
And then they justify that ecology. It feels so like natural in the world around it, and
It's
I love
really, so they actually make it feel like they're not just like there.
that. Yeah.
Like they have a purpose to be there.
The only... That's how Zinogre looked like the OG? Okay. Ever never having played that, I feel like the world's... Yeah. Like, here's the thing,
Yeah.
right? The only monsters that feel out of place are the Elder Dragons, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
The Elder Dragons are meant to feel otherworldly. Like, hell, Fatalis does not fit into the world of Monster Hunter, because it's a classic, you know, European-style dragon.
Yeah.
That's not something Monster Hunter has a lot of. That's basically like a few Elder Dragons and Black Dragons. That's about it.
Yeah.
Dumbledore felt like a fit. Fair enough. I don't know much about Dumbledore because I've never fought Dumbledore myself, but there are monsters that feel like they fit in the Elder Dragon thing. But like the Elder Dragons are the only monsters that like it's like all squares are rectangles, but all rectangles are squares situation.
Yeah.
For like Monster Hunters and whether or not they just for Elder Dragons whether or not they just fit, and some do, some don't. Giant burrowing snake Elder Dragon? I haven't fought it, unfortunately. After that, my boy! Let me go into the water. Oh no, that's how they started the water fighting, didn't they?
Water fighting sounds like such a cool idea.
Yeah, see, it's interesting after this. I'll do that. Look at that, you just kind of swimming through there, hell yeah.
Yeah.
外せるぐらいの覚悟でね。もうくらいの覚悟でもう最悪埋め立てるっていう。
So yeah, then we just threw it away.
もう絶対おもろするっつって、まあ割り切りどころもこっちは提案してたけど、いや絶対もうこのシームレスにやれるのが絶対。
They've never really been able to recreate this guy well because he was an underwater fight.
Yeah.
And you can't really do that as well on land.
Yeah.
そのやり取りがモンハンライクっていうゲームデザインになったからすごいおもれえなこれってなってでもう実装しよう水中ちゃんとやろうっていう。
でですね、まあトライ作って、でまあ正直僕らその後 MH4 モンスターハンター4作ってたんですけど、
作ってた。
ちょっとモンスターハンター4がちょっと思ったより時間かかると、じゃあ間にちょっとなんか欲しいよねっていう話になって。じゃあトライを移植してくるのはどうだって話だったんですよね。
A lot of ports for like Monster Hunter games, which I definitely don't dislike because like each port is, to my knowledge, has been able to communicate with one another. So like, GU communicated with the Switch GU from like the 3DS to the Switch, and I love that.
Yeah.
Adding the ultimate to G ultimate.
ジャンプ攻撃作りたいとか。
高低差ね。
そうそうそう。トライのそのちょっと水中の高低。
When 4U came out with mounting monsters with jump attacks, I was so fucking confused. I could never do it. But then I started learning how to do it with a light bow gun, and I started doing it really well. So here's me with a light bow gun, just bashing on monsters and mounting them. Both 3DS and Wii U version? Yeah, I think it allowed you to carry a save between 3DS and Wii U. That makes sense.
I'm impressed they even managed to get a Monster Hunter game running on the 3DS.
I mean, Generations Ultimate on the 3DS was pretty damn good. You can't play it anymore on the 3DS, but you know.
Yeah.
Also, I gotta say, Generations Ultimate had some of the like widest variety of monsters in any Monster Hunter game I'm aware of. It was like literally a couple hundred large monsters. Let me double check it. Hold on.
Oh my god.
ゲームスタートした後にねドラマチックなところから始まるみたいなね。
4はとにかくそのいろんな要素を分かりやすくしよう。
How many large monsters in GU?
テーマ にしようっつって
Okay,
そうですね
a couple hundred monsters maybe, but only 93 large monsters, which is still a lot. And I
It's
don't
still a
know,
lot.
and I don't know if that's including all variations too.
Yeah.
だからそこにキャラクターもすごく必要だし描かないといけないその物語もやっぱりしっかり書かないとこう展開作れないからだからそこは一
It's
番
129 total monsters, 36 small and 93 large.
現状で全14武器
How many
全部のね
monsters in world?
追加されるとそういうジャンプ
Mm.
に結構フォーカスしたゲーム性だったからそういうのをユニークなその性能として
Base world has 37, and Iceborne brings it up to 71.
Damn.
So I got close.
Yeah.
How many in Rise?
まあ虫を操るそのコン操縦コン
66.
もう分かりやすい武器使おうぜみたい
I mean, still a lot.
な
Yeah,
スラッシャー
but like
ちょっと対になるような
GU took that and added another 50% to that, you know?
Yeah.
がまあ
It's like GU still, to the best of my knowledge, has the most monsters in there
ゴアマガラが今回
in variety.
モンスター総選人気投票
Yeah, Gormargal. I fucking loved Gormargal when I saw this guy. This little funky bastard was such a fun fight. This is when I was still trying to learn bow in GU. And I was doing okay
Yeah.
at it. But like I remember the funniest thing about Gormagala, so when I was fighting Gormagala, before I was streaming actually, I
Yeah.
took a clip of it, no, it's after I started streaming. I took a clip of it on my Switch and I posted it on my Facebook, and one of my professors from university liked it. It's just this really funny thing of like, yeah, my professor, the same guy who like has a bunch of dead snakes in his office that all
Yeah.
taxidermied and shit, is like, yeah, this Gormagala thing looks cool, dude. And I'm like,
That's
hell
fucking
yeah.
cool.
I love him. He's a great guy. But that was the funniest memory of Generations I had.
はい実は全然違うタイトルだったよね最終的にはちょっといっちゃんと僕でやるって話になって
それまで作ってた別のゲームとか
The cool thing about Generations was it did kind of like literally end an era of Monster Hunter. All the
Yeah.
old-fashioned fights after Generations stopped. You know, new world is literally a new world of monster hunting, and also like thematically and geographically a new world. So it's kind of cool like that. I like that. The arts and styles are pretty cool too. Yeah, they called it Monster Hunter Cross.
みんなよくそんな
That's all in Japan.
キーワードでここね広げてくれたわっていうぐらい結構言わなあかんところで言うとやっぱり仮技とスタイル
はい3
Look at her just on the top shooting her thing down. That's so funny.
基本的にも何かちょっとアクションの部分で新しさとかがないとやっぱマンネリがちょっとし始めるかなっていうので既存の武器のところに何かちょっとシステムを加えることで遊びを広げられない
If I ever understood how to actually use styles well, I would have been so good. Does Valve have a release date, or is it's just a year locked? There's no release date yet.
そういった
Yeah.
ものにしたかったので
Which is fair.
村
Mhm.
そういったものを、はい、持ってきたりとか、まあ、4つの拠点か、でその
Yeah, the areas in this game were so gorgeous in GU and Generations. Like the towns were beautiful. The music was great for the towns.
Yeah.
Some very pretty NPCs.
にはその後結構でかい
Gammoth was awesome, but like,
いや結構ほらあっこに出そうとか
okay, Monster Hunter does have a lot of very pretty NPCs.
True.
Now that I think about it, there's a lot
Very
of pretty
true.
NPCs.
でも全然ガムとなんかいい感じにすれば出せ
Oh
る
my god, all the Palico armor.
Mm-hmm.
子供とか
There's a Phoenix, right? Palico armor.
Oh my god. That makes sense, Capcom.
Yeah, there's a Marth and Link like normal armor for humans.
Oh my god.
It's really cute, honestly. I missed the fucking little owl guy so much.
釣りっていうことなんであれば、いいのかなっていう
Fest, I think it's called.
ゲーム的にどう調整しようかなってところもあって。
Oh, back in the day, by the way, I don't know if you know this. In Generations U, you could actually play as the Palico.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you could just be a cat.
That's amazing.
And you could just like legitimately hunt as the cat. It's a whole different game
That's
style. I never
incredible.
understood it myself. I tried. I never could get it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool. I know some people who swore by playing by the cat instead of any other weapon. Like they were just like, no, the cat's the best weapon. And I'm like, I
So
don't
we
trust you
have
there,
to do
bud.
this.
スタイルを2つ持ってきたよね。
すごい
The alchemy style is what I use. I typically did a support personally.
掛け合わせがすごかったですね。
そう前の仮技とかにも全部掛け合わせ。
So that big old alchemy jug did a lot of wild things.
Yeah.
The cool thing was the alchemy jug also had like an explosive like bomb in it, so you would just shoot a bomb at your
Oh
enemies.
my god.
But it would also give you things like bullets, and it would give you things like sound bombs and healing buffs and stuff like that, which was really cool.
That's cool.
You just had to wait for it to really charge up.
Yeah.
It was based off an orca, really?
空飛んでるもんなんで、最終的に今の形になったっていうのは鳥とかそっち側の方か。
Okay, yeah.
ここでなんと2つ名でモンスターがこの
Oh yeah, Bloodbath GU had some wild variants. Like there's like this Crystal Beard Uganin or whatever. Bloodbath Diablos was a pain in the ass.
早かったな。
They were terrifying.
切り替えて後半に行くほどか、だんだん戦闘スタイル変わってでこうゲームしても手に汗握るような。
そうやね。まあディアブロスってね。
Bolt Reaver Astalos EX version, yeah.
ここで一番スポット当たったかもからね。
確かにそうかもしれないですね。特徴的な色にもね、してたんで、結構印象には。
Would you ever consider, knowing that there are like pretty tight restrictions and different forms of gameplay, would you ever consider playing one of the old Monster Hunters?
Yeah, just to try it out, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they would have different directors between these guys, yeah. Now we all know this one. We are all intimately familiar with World.
話をちょっとしていきたいと思っておりますと。でここでやっぱりグローバルをちょっとやっぱ意識しようと。
And it's very clear that they did laggy one-shot beam.
そうね。
4G を、海外の方にプレイしていただいて、意見をいただこう、フィードバックをもらおうっていうのを海外の方の反応って結構ダイレクトに
They told us what they wanted. How dare they?
全然払いとは言わんけど、なんかそれぐらいの勢いで結構徳田がこう黒く
Oh, I feel so bad for them.
が入り直したっていうかね。
Apparently the Americans just bullied them.
そこでやっぱり改めてこうぶつけられたっていうか。
これはありましたね。
We got brutal comments from the people in the West. Oh man.
自分たちのテーマをやっぱりタイトルにつけていこうって話。
あれ開発名やったもん。
コードネームがワールドだったんです。
なんか気に入ってもうてもうワールドええわみたいな。嘘やろ。ワールドスタンダードしようぜってワールドにしてたやつ。
Make it a world standard.
モンスターも含めていろいろ考えて遊んでもらおうみたいなところがあったと思うんだけど、ここ大変やったなみたいなってある？
縄張り争いだもんな。
Yeah, that makes sense.
モンスターを誘導してそのぶつけ合うっていうのが
Like coding the turf wars and animating them?
Oh god, that must have taken forever.
That's an act of love, baby.
Yeah.
どれぐらい価値を見出せるかみたいなってなかなかこう
Like figuring out exactly how each monster is going to interact with each other in different environments.
I always love getting to see the thought process behind the scenes. Yeah. Yeah, it's always a lot of fun to see how these guys are thinking through
It's
it.
really cool.
誰もやらないんじゃないですかみたいなことを言ってたんですよ。でその後にダメージ表記を実装したんですよ。
そうだね。
プレイヤーが普通に攻撃すると10とか20
Like, these are actions you don't see the monsters do anywhere else except against, like, sometimes one other monster.
あれ使わないのおかしいっすよね。
And, like, holy shit. It's...
Yeah.
The turf wars were a work of love.
ワールドのその数字の実装っていうのはモンハンにとってはすごい
そうですね。
革命だし僕としてもすごいそれは感じてた。
今回モンスターの人気投票やって2位がネルギガンテで、ネルギガンテのこだわりって
まず古竜が集まる、生態系を含めたお話にしたいっていうのがあったんで、何がいいかなって考えてふと破壊と再生
言ってたね。
隣にいた藤岡さんに破壊と再生どうすかって言ったらおもろいな再生能力あるからこそ自らが傷つくことも厭わず攻撃するみたいなそのアクション
Ooh, I like that.
できたら
Yeah.
張りのあるモンスターになるんじゃないか。
That's a good point. Like, funny enough, it was kind of mentioned as an off thing in like Casman Hotel as an example. There, the one of the characters was like, "Oh yeah, you fight as if you have no regard for your life because you're immortal."
Yeah.
And that changed your fighting style entirely. It's like Nergigante being able to regenerate and have like that kind of health and stuff, fighting so recklessly. That makes sense in the same way. I love that.
単純に僕の一個の心残りというか
Oh, you're
And then, the greatest way you like build off of that is when these so-called immortal beings start realizing, hold on a second, I'm about to die, and then they like lock in.
Oh yeah.
That's like my favorite thing. It's like, wait a second, I'm not as immortal as I thought I was.
Wait a
I need to
fucking minute.
focus.
でミラーまでちょっとこう伏線をちょっとずつ張りながらミラーに持っていったから
The funniest thing about for me for this was I kind of went from Elatrion to Safi'jiiva to Fatalis because I came in so late. I did not get that natural progression, which was really funny. I beat Elatrion, who took over Safi'jiiva's lair after Safi'jiiva was killed, canonically speaking,
Yeah.
before I beat Safi'jiiva.
Oh, that's such a cool way to do the fucking mocap.
ラージャンのキャプチャー
What?
の映像を出したじゃないですか。昔はもう全部
Am I ahead of you?
モンスター
そうだねでモンスターもそろそろ
They did motion Oh my god.
Yeah.
こう角をバキって折るとこペットボトルバーンって折ってうわーってやってっていう
前話したけどそれ徳田が
That's why that scene seemed especially brutal in my mind. Like, that scene specifically has always given me a little bit of an ick
Oh yeah.
with how brutal it was and how, like,
Yeah.
it felt so uncanny valley to me, and now I know why. They actually
Yeah,
filmed
it was
it in
actually
real life.
mocap.
Yeah. It was so... It got under my skin big time, in a good
That's
and
fair.
bad way. And I'm just kind of
Yeah.
like, now that makes sense. Holy shit.
ライズの場合はワールドとは違ったスタンスのゲームにしたい、携帯機の特徴を生かした感じの遊びのサイクルだったりとかそんなものにしたいっていう風な話を受けていたので世界観だったりとか
Downgrade of the food in this game, though. Let's be real.
再度そのモンスターハンターの
Huge downgrade.
中でそのワンの
I was actually talking, so I put this poll on YouTube a while back. When it was about how you track monsters, they even removed the AL. I know, right? I was asking like, what is your favorite thing of tracking monsters? The paintballs, which basically you threw paintball and you could track the monster after you found the monster. The scout flies or the cahoots, and the cahoots were intensely unpopular. Like, don't get me wrong, they literally were just like, yeah, oh my god, this boy's thick. They literally were just like, they're just owls that show you where everything is. That's it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people really miss the paintballs. I like the scout flies the best personally. It always feels like the most hunting to me.
Yeah, the scout flies are awesome.
But I did enjoy the painballs too. I just realized that rock was like a fox head. They jumped onto the like two little ears over there. I did not know that before. Holy shit. The wire bug was a good addition though. I like that a lot.
Oh yeah.
まあお供で言うとここでアイルじゃないお供としてガルク が、まあ、登場するっていうことになる。
犬ファンの方たちが、犬とかも何かしらの形で変かなみたいな話とかで、そのお供の形で
Now there is. There's some
っていうところ
Papa.
からアイルという友人の形した犬のまま
Scout flies were all right until it gets up to the point where you just have to pick up one single track. But my favorite one was Tail Rider. Oh yeah, because you could get a trail rider, just like have them sniff them out, couldn't you?
Oh shit.
っていう感じにはなってますね。
はい、ここからは、鈴木ディレクターを呼んでますので、サンブレイクの方の話を聞いていきたいと思います。
Sunbreak was a really good DLC.
I haven't done any of it.
ちょっとテーマを。
We gotta fucking get you buffed there, Mio. But no, you gotta keep playing Final Fantasy 14.
Listen, there's a Monster Hunter quest in there. It's close enough.
There's a Final
Haven't done it
Fantasy
yet,
quest
but it's close enough.
in Monster Hunter. Having something guide you is a bit nice. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I like that. I actually really like this outpost a lot when they introduced it in Monster Hunter Sunbreak, and it became my favorite place to stay for sure.
はい、なので、アートまでは書かれてるんですよ。陽気払いの里と。
Ooh, that's cool. I always love seeing concept art, especially when it's a vaguer and kind of mysterious. Like it's some of my favorite things to just look at like really vague concept art.
残念ながら日の目を見ることはなかった。
フロンティアからモンスターが
Oh yeah, everyone was excited when Espinas came out.
スピナスを持ってきた。あれの経緯は
ちょうどその開発を始める少し前ぐらいのタイミングでモンスターハンターフロンティアがサービス終了。
Look at this guy has the worst fireball because the fireball poisons you.
モンスターハンターフロンティアの
How? It's fire.
That's poisonous. If I recall correctly, it's like also the worst poison in the game, so there's like massive amounts of
lovely.
damage.
Love that.
Yeah, see, like right there, you just got fucking fireball and
Yeah.
had a lot of poison just put right onto you.
That's insane.
Also, I love the running joke that even like wyverns who just kick the ass of fuck Kushalda Ora, which is an elder dragon.
やっぱメルゼナネス閉めれたのはなんか閉まったね。
そうですね。直前でまずはその天妻が
Amatsu was a good fight.
続く流れのところを一度完
The
結
Hurricane Dragon.
はい。で次に、最後メルゼナのところでしっかりと、ラストを飾る、ラストを締めることができたっていうのは
I do like that a lot of Rise was really like monsters that were forces of nature. So if you look at like Izuchi and Narwa,
Street Fighter jump scare.
if you look at Izuchi and Narwa, that's like lightning and wind. Like this is like legitimately a force of nature. Same thing with Amatsu, it's a force of nature. Which is just kind of cool. Oh,
Is that
oh, are you ahead of me in here?
It looks like it.
I think I might be.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. I don't know where you're watching it.
I'm watching on Twitch.
Ah, that might be why. Yeah. I know YouTube has a little bit of a bigger of a lag time than
Yeah. I'll sort of the YouTube one.
Looks like you could don Rathlos gear. Oh. And there is the black table.
Wait, is this in Street Fighter? We gonna use Rathlos gear, or is this like?
It's a wyvern jaw blade. Oh, and it looks like you can.
Oh my god! Street Fighter just has
That's
a monster hunter.
insane!
nice little pun there.
Hey, Street Fighter, let's bring this giant,
crazy.
massive bone sword to a fist fight.
And not even use it.
It's just there to piss you off.
Holy shit!
I want that in my room.
just a Rathalos just there.
A life-size Rathlos in my room. I want that.
And Street Fighter fans.
Well, this collab is dropping in April, so be sure to watch
Well,
out for further
Yeah,
details.
that's not far.
April, nice.
The Monster Hunter Now Celebration 2024 is happening right now in Monster Hunter Now.
I haven't really done a lot of Monster Hunter Now in a very long
Yeah,
time.
neither.
Like, it was fine for the first bit, and then they started like hiding a lot of monsters behind exclusive passes and stuff like that, and I'm just kind of like,
It did the mobile game thing.
Yeah.
March 24th, 2024 at 11:59
It did.
p.m. in your local
same reason why I stopped
Hunter's Choice
Pokemon
top
Go.
monster was announced today,
That's
and
fair.
Zinogre took the #1 spot.
Yeah, Zinogre, the most popular monster, was
Yeah.
fucking like gate kept in Monster Hunter Now.
Was planned to end on Wednesday, March 13th. But it turns
Not only that, like special things. Do you want to fight Pink Rathian? Well, it's on a specific Saturday between 1 and 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Major update: the Vernal Invader will go live on Thursday, March 14th.
I love it's just like a dude.
Now,
Like a fucking dude.
He's just a fucking office guy.
It's a fucking
He just clunked out of his 9 to 5. He's just like, yeah, sure.
Oh, they're finally bringing Charge Blade in. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
That's my babe. What is this fucking remix?
The fucking trap remix Monster Hunter.
That's wild. Oh, they're bringing the pickle.
The pickle?
I can't believe they're bringing Devlaho in there. You could literally just be a dude in the game.
Oh my
too.
god, you could just be a fucking guy.
just be.
this major update will mark the beginning of a new in-game season.
So many things are coming out on March 14th. Like there's a Venba DLC coming out on March 14th. There's more Helldivers coming out on March 14th. There's Star Wars games coming out on March 14th. So much is coming out on March
Everyone
14th.
really likes
Holy
March
shit.
14th.
Yeah.
Layered equipment and the season pass, great for you fashion hunters. The season pass will allow
Have
you to
this
progress through
black
tiers
t-shirt.
easily.
Yeah.
With rewards such as Zenian materials available at every
Like,
tier. There will even be
I'm so
certain
unimpressed.
and other features that can
I do
only
love
be
that
found in
Monster
the
Hunter is
season
basically a
pass.
reverse
In
isekai where all the
celebration of
monsters are getting
anniversary,
isekai
Oh, yeah.
into the real world.
Logo of the
Yeah.
For Monster Hunter Now, you gotta fight them off with like 2 people who are like from the Monster Hunter world, and it's like, oh yeah, I guess we got
It's
isekai
so
in here
funny.
We
too.
look forward to Event Quest
Oh,
celebrating its
Discord?
6-month anniversary, as
Yeah, I
well
guess
as
I got a
various new
Discord.
rewards and perks.
I guess.
And if you're a Discord Premium member, you have a campaign running from March 19th, and more details will be announced at a later date.
I'm
This is a
not
great
surprised they added
opportunity for members
Devlo
who've
in,
never
but like
played Monster Hunter
I
now to
am
try it out, so
I am
it's-
pleased by it.
We've got a cute version of the Monster Hunter series 20th anniversary
That's
logo.
such a lame
and it'll appear in
shirt.
Monster Hunter Now.
That's
Via
so
new event will
boring.
be introduced in late April. You'll be able
Guys,
to
can't
earn
you
a
at least
layered
make
t-shirt
things look
bearing
good?
this cute version of the Monster Hunter
Wasn't the movie a reverse isekai? The movie was a normal isekai.
Going forward,
The military got put into the Monster Hunter world.
Per season. We're looking
Oh,
forward to
shit.
bringing you more new content and improved gameplay and further updates. This
First
summer, we're planning on
Leviathan,
adding more
I
new
don't-
monsters, including
more
Monster
weapon
Hunter Now's
types to be a new
very
season.
first
I just-
Leviathan, as well as a
I don't
new
know, I don't
weapon type
care.
and more story
Oh, and there's
That's
a mystery
fair.
monster coming out too for the new one. All right.
September, Monster Hunter
Mhm.
Now will celebrate its first anniversary. You can look forward to a major update around this time. We'll continue adding monsters, weapon types, and new features after that too.
But the live action
So look
movie
out
was
for
absolute
future
shit. Don't
updates
watch
and
it.
announcements.
It was.
Hey
I'm not gonna
everyone,
lie.
and welcome to the Community Roundtable part of the Monster Hunter 20th Anniversary Show. Of course, I'm Jono, European Community Manager on Monster
I
Hunter.
love
and
Vampy
over
Bit
on the
Me, just
opposite
like,
side there is Joe.
Oh, yo, it's Kogath. I follow
Manager
Kogath on the
Monster Hunter,
fucking
and today we
Twitters.
have some
And I always get my
Hell
Monster Hunter
yeah.
news from Kogath on there, so like that's the only one to
Introduce
know.
yourselves, starting with
Hell
Joe.
yeah.
Hey, I'm Kogath. I'm Monster Hunter Wiki guy. You see me a lot of times on Twitter or X, whichever you'd like to call it.
Subtitles.
Normally
Mhm.
I'd have a camera up, but since mine's not working, I'm a ping tuber for today.
Well, I'm Vampy. I also go by Vampy Bit Me, and I've been a fan of the Monster Hunter series for quite some time now. Not as long as maybe these guys, but I love it.
I think I've only been playing Monster Hunter
and
since
I love making costumes of the
2017,
characters,
2018,
of
so that's
armor
been like
sets and
6 years
everything.
now.
Yeah.
And I just enjoy Monster Hunter as a series as a whole. So I'm glad to be here.
Hi, I'm
These guys have probably been playing for a decade or two. These are fucking like Monster Hunter veteran legend pros.
Amazing. Well, thanks everybody for being here. We're so
I
glad
too
to
love
have
blowing
all
things
of
up.
you
It
here
is
for
fun.
This pretty casual chat. But you know, 20 years of Monster Hunter, we wanted to take a look back at the growth of this series. You know, it's been an amazing
It's been
run
20
for
years.
the series. Obviously, there's a great future ahead, but
Crazy.
You know, we've had a pretty special relationship, I think, you know, growing the Monster Hunter series here, both in US and in Europe. So I want to ask all of you who played a pretty crucial role in that, you know, what makes Monster Hunter special for each of you? Why don't we start, Kogath, with you, with your relationship with the series?
Well, I started back when I was 18. I was just hanging out at a place named GameStop, just this little video game store.
We're talking about GameStop like it's a thing of the past now. It's painful.
It kind of is.
Like, oh yes, in the ancient times, it's like talking about Blockbuster now. Holy shit!
A little bit got through Velociraptor. You know, I was like, oh cool, little blue Velociraptor wasn't that bad, right? And I get to cut Ku, this pink chicken thing, and I'm like, oh, this should be easy, right? It looks weak. Destroys me. No chance. And just from that, I learned, okay, I have to take this seriously. Actually, grinding out my gear and stuff. And
Fight the chicken, fight the little thing, and then, oh shit, now I have to be serious about it.
Oh, hold on a second. This is beating the fuck out of me.
I personally was watching my little brother play. He's been playing since the beginning, and he's always pushed me like, hey, you should play this game. And we have similar
cute.
tastes, but I was never
Like,
really
that's exactly how I got into Harvest Moon, except I had to steal the game from my sister instead of her actively. She actively tried to stop me from playing it. It didn't work.
It was a little bit odd for me,
but she actively had to stop me from playing it. It was really funny.
Actively discouraged you.
She tried to hide the game, but like, she tried to hide the game, but the fucking the GameCube was in my room, so like she took it out of my room. She couldn't play it herself.
Because of the dialogue, I think that's the main thing that got me in the beginning, and the monsters. But Guildmarm literally made me roll every time she talked. So I was kind of stunned that this kind of game had that kind of dialogue, and also the music. I still listen to the music to this day.
Yeah.
When I'm like just doing chores and stuff, and I just ultimately love everything about Monster Hunter. It's just so cute.
One little fact about Monster Hunter music is in the Olympics, in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, alongside other songs like Final Fantasy music.
Yeah. I need to go back and watch that because it was so cool.
Yeah, I mean, it was just the Walk of Nations or the Parade of Nations or whatever it's called, but like they had Final Fantasy, they had the Dragon Quest or whatever it was. They had a few of the classic RPGs in there, and Monster Hunter.
For me, the first Monster Hunter that I tried was Monster Hunter Tribe, because I had a friend that was always talking up Monster Hunter to me. And the interesting thing is that I actually didn't like it because I couldn't understand what the point was. It's like, oh, I jump into this map, but everything is empty and I'm supposed to fight just one monster. It was kind of like a concept of a game that I had never really experienced before. So it was really weird and it didn't click. But eventually, a friend of mine, this same friend that was always talking up Monster Hunter, took me under his wing. And one of the really cool things that was very surprising for me was I got Monster Hunter Freedom Unite on the Vita, and it was compatible to do ad hoc play with the PlayStation Portable, which to me was like mind-blowing. How are we getting these two completely different consoles to work and everything just works fine? I was super surprised. But then he actually explained to me that the whole concept of, you know, you hunt the monster, and then you get its parts, and you upgrade your equipment, and then you can hunt an even bigger monster, and then you get its parts, and you upgrade more, and you hunt even a bigger monster.
That's the funniest thing about World. It's like, hey, I want to look up how to beat Fatalis. How do I do that? And it's like, use Fatalis parts. It's like,
two things.
Fuck you, I guess.
Gameplay loop that it has constantly.
To beat the monster, you must become the monster.
I mean, that is literally Fatalis lore. That is literally Fatalis lore. But also, it's like, no, yeah, if you wear Fatalis armor, you eventually become the Fatalis. Is the lore.
more people.
Because the hatred of Fatalis like
friggin'
seeps
awesome.
into your
Just have a
bones or
blast.
whatever.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
And
think
then you
that
just
journey
become
that you
Fatalis.
described, I think it's kind of like ironic too, because you've really like done that for a lot of other people, right? Of people kind of discovering the series, maybe they didn't just like click with it right away, and then over time they go over like.
I do hope they have like
really
a like game release information at the very end, a little something, a little
Yeah.
nugget to just chew on.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
as Vampy said, we're going to be diving into, what exactly makes the Monster Hunter community so special. But before then, I have quite arguably the most important question of the whole recording. And it kind of defines you, because in Monster Hunter, I feel that as hunters, your weapon choice
Yep.
defines you, and, defines you amongst the community. And with 14 kind of currently existing weapons to choose from. Obviously, Rurakan, you did touch on yours, you're a bit of a blast in the hunt. Me, Sword and Shield, ever since Ryu, which is my first Monster Hunter, that's been my one. Like, I love it. It's my bread and butter. So let's pass that down the line.
And I took away oil from Sword and Shield.
People know I love the great sword. It's just always been my.
People were like, "Oh my god, we got nerfed like no
Seeing it
tomorrow."
evolve throughout the series has been awesome.
I kind of have to say, and I think a lot of people do know, but if you do not know, I'm a hammer main.
Let's go!
I'm kind of like Ryozo, where you see my chart. I don't know if you guys seen Ryozo's chart. I'm sure you have, or if you haven't, it's literally all hammer. And I think majority of the games when I first started was just that, the hammer, and I still love it to this day. And yeah, I love the hammer.
What drew you to it?
It's
Hell
just
yeah.
I like the feel of the hammer. Like there's
It
weight
do
to
spin.
it, you know. And when I'm hunting,
Spin.
I just love breaking
Beyblade.
parts. And I just love
Let it rip,
it It
baby.
just feels good. It's a very satisfying weapon for me, so that's why I use it.
It does
So,
just
an
feel.
interesting thing that happened
Mhm.
to me was this one friend that got me into Monster Hunter. When he was telling me how about I had to pick a weapon, right? And he was, you need to pick a weapon so that you get good with one weapon. And I was like, okay, well, where are the weapons that are available? He starts listing them all off, and suddenly he says gun lance, and I was like, I want that one. No, don't choose that. That one's bad. You don't want to play that one. And I was like, no, that's the one I want. It's definitely the one I want.
I want to learn Gunlance in World. Like that's my next goal, to go into World and learn Gunlance. Funnily enough.
I think with a lot of us, it just kind of whatever feels natural to each player. You know, you finally get your hands on it, and you're like, "Yep, this one feels right. This is what I'm going to use."
That's actually why whenever somebody jumps into a stream or something and asks me, hey, what weapon would you recommend for a newcomer? My recommendation is always, I recommend you go to the training grounds and use all of them and see which one gels with you the most, because a recommendation doesn't really matter if you're going to have to learn them.
Very true. That is very true.
It's kind of like choosing a character in a fighting game. It's like, choose the one that you think looks the coolest.
It's like
and then
choosing your first
give it a shot.
Pokemon.
See how it feels.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And each time you pick up a new weapon, it kind of feels like you're playing a different game. Like when I think about like playing Hunting Horn, which I used for my PC playthrough of like Rise and Sunbreak, it was entirely different to what I knew with the Sword and Shield. And also shout out to any duters out there. Whenever you join any lobbies that I'm in, I love you. I immediately love you. Your buffs, they're always greatly appreciated.
Yep. Hunting horns get a lot of love. No one plays them.
What people are used to seeing you use.
Always fire type no matter what.
Their personalities.
It's okay. Whenever I see a
vastly
Cyndaquil, that
different
is
from
my
each other.
starter.
Like the bow users. I started practicing the bow.
Cyndaquil and Torterra are my immediate choices.
They're a little bit
That's
different
fair.
than the hammer, great sword, the heavy weapons, right? Like they're just like a little bit different.
Wait, what
So
did
I
you choose
find
in
that very
Arceus? You chose the
interesting.
Piplup,
Like a
didn't you?
different set of people have
Yeah, I
certain
chose Offshore, yeah.
personality.
You chose
I think.
Oshawott.
Very
Disgusting.
interesting.
Yeah, it's
Disgusting.
Oh, sorry.
Where's my Cyndaquil love from you, Mia?
Big part of the personality.
I
Some people,
don't
it's
like
their entire
Cyndaquil. It's kind
personality.
of boring.
I love it. I love to see it, so that's great.
How dare you? How fucking dare you call my boy boring? Actually, in the OG, I preferred Bulbasaur.
They're very precise.
That's fair.
They're
Bulbasaur's a cool guy.
I like
brother is
Bulbasaur.
a
He
hardcore
just looks like a
Lance
guy
user,
could
and
cuddle
I'm
really
he's
good.
just like, yeah.
Yeah.
The lance, my weapon. But when I talk about my hammer, I'm like, I have this hammer. I'll break these parts for you. What do you need?
Mm-hmm. Hammer's actually a lot of fun when you do get like ankle biting and shit.
Did I miss it, or did Joe not say his weapon?
Oh, I guess I did it. Yeah, I like Kogath. I'm a great sword main all the way. Yeah,
I just wanted to make.
Yeah, once you see those gigantic damage numbers, it's really hard to go back.
Oh,
fair.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that we didn't have any longsword mains or Hogan users in.
Why? I'm curious now.
There was a little bit of like
community that
toxicity
liked to
towards
make fun
longsword
of it
users
and
for a
just
while.
Yikes.
that ended up happening.
Guys, we have to like.
Now it's become a
everyone
meme,
check
which I'm happy
out
it's
the
more of a meme
pages
than
now.
anything.
Yeah.
Read the pages and find out. Huh.
All my dark secrets will come to light.
Yes.
Talking of that though, you raise a great point about how like within the Monster Hunter community, all the different creators groups and the sub communities, even like the Reddit page has their own jokes, and you know that's one of the things that makes the Monster Hunter community so special. And like for me, kind of coming into Monster Hunter, it was actually the content creators that taught me how to play the game back in the 3U days. You know, I had my little like my 3DS and all of that, and I didn't know how to play this game. I loved hard games.
God, yeah, this game was impossible to learn. Honestly, it has such a high learning curve to play the game.
Back in the day.
Oh yeah.
And even in GU, I still don't know how to fucking play it. Like, I learned how to play it in Rise, basically.
Yeah.
But like GU, I'm so lost on half the shit. Like, I went back to GU like a month or two ago, and while I was able to kick some ass, like it was such a fucking pain to do some other things. Like holy shit, it was rough.
Help newcomers settle in, and I think that's something that makes the Monster Hunter community so special, in my opinion. Is how
It was
welcoming
fucking
it is,
rough.
and how in some places, you know, you might see people gatekeeping, like, oh, you can't use that weapon, that's my weapon, but here. People militantly want you to play their weapon.
Yeah.
They want to tell you why their weapon
Yeah,
is
that's
the best
true.
one, and why everyone else is wrong. And that's one thing
I recommend everyone to charge blade.
The Hunter community special to you.
Well, on that note, it's like, well, there's only one weapon that's got great in its name. Great. But yeah, the community has just been something that's kept me going for, you know,
Only one weapon that is great to say. Yeah, you're not wrong, Kogath.
12 years, I think, because I started doing community stuff with.
It's the only one that's overcompensating with its name.
Videos, and then for the ultimate, I'd always make sure, oh, there's a new event quest, gotta get a video out, you know. But when I started doing the wiki stuff, it was all about me wanting to give back to the community, wanting to help them any way I can. If it was, you know, teaching them how to play the game or teaching them where to find stuff, and I don't know, it's just always been such a, to put it, just such a cooperative thing with everybody, all of us going towards the same goal and trying to help bring each other up to help, you know, beat these big monsters.
I love that story because I relate so much. I think all of us do, especially with the community, because I was new too. So back then they would have caravans traveling, and I would go to all these caravans, and my friend brought me, and they're like, "You need to meet the community." I'm like, "Online?" They're like, "No, you just meet them in person."
If you meet people IRL, it'll disgusting.
Like, you know, merchandise, plushies, and stuff. It'll be at Capcom, and I would go with my 3DS, and people were just talking to each other, and I was not used to that. In line, and everyone was just
People aren't used to that today either. Don't worry, you're a good company.
Yeah.
It's just that energy when you're around everyone talking about the same thing. Obviously, this amazing game, Monster Hunter, right? So everything was very interesting to me because I'm like, everyone's actually really nice. And I love that.
Yeah.
It was almost like, it was a magnet for me. Because I didn't have.
As I was saying before in the stream, like when I
games,
first
but
started
there
playing,
was
I joined a
everyone's,
Discord
like,
group called
got
Lock
set,
Block
you know, everyone
Tavern.
working together.
Yeah.
And
And I
it was
made so
legitimately
many
some of the
friends
kindest people
during
that
that
I've played Monster Hunter with. I haven't played with them in
pretty
years,
much,
obviously,
you
but
know,
like,
started to hang out with them.
you know, I just sat down, played Monster Hunter with people, had a great time, and they taught me how to play through GU quite a bit.
us.
and
So we would have
how to like make stuff and how to go through things and stuff like that. And it's like
disconnect sometimes, and that'll be the worst. We'll be
none of them were
for
like
hours or something.
assholes, and it was great. I have no doubt there are some actors, you know,
and we would just
somewhere
have
doing something
funnest time
dickish,
laughing at
but
each other.
like
And it's just so
Yeah.
fun. It's so fun, and like
typically
it's
the
actually
community's
not
been
as serious
fantastic.
as people make it out to be all the time. It's actually hilarious because you see everyone panicking in these moments, and you see everyone working together and rising up. It's so awesome. Yeah.
I think that really touches upon the point, which is that the Monster Hunter community is very much a super cooperative community, which really just tries to bring more people into their game, which doesn't always happen.
You know
with
what?
a lot of
Actually, the only other community I can think of immediately that
and it
is
just seems
this
like
healthy,
it's one of those
immediately
things where
speaking.
if somebody has a question, usually people
My
don't
personal
go and start making
experience.
fun of them. It's usually
If I
like,
had someone in World tell me
"Hey,
that
like this,
off,
maybe you're doing this
that
thing wrong."
the
Like one
Dual Blades,
really
meanwhile,
good
they were
example
using
is,
the
for instance,
cheats. Oh yeah,
Paige,
there are a few
I don't know
cheaters
if
in
you
there.
guys
Like it's
remember
very rare, but like. Hilarious enough, I didn't think this community would be that healthy, but like surprisingly, the Helldivers community is very healthy.
Hell yeah.
Like, this is the cool thing about these kinds of games that are like specifically PvE, is that they really encourage people to be cooperative outside of the game as well as inside of the game. So like Helldivers and Monster Hunter have a literally like groups of people who work together to do things together, to understand things together and be better together. And like, even though Helldivers is kind of like your stereotypical game you would see a fuckboy play, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's also a game that a lot of people who focus on cooperative play together, and they're really good at it.
Almost unheard of for a lot of communities, I would say. So yeah, I was very impressed.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that comes from.
Yeah, exactly. Monster Hunter veterans were really integral in being like, yeah, be friendly. You're gonna learn from people, and we're gonna learn from each other.
Anybody who got their
100%.
here in the U.S. or Europe, or
And yeah, Vagabond, get Helldivers. It's good.
Just want people to like understand.
Yeah, get
this game is
Helldivers.
so
It's good.
You need to and so I think like it's just created this like groundswell of everybody like wanting people to play Monster Hunter, just to try it, just to understand it.
That's like when communities push back against toxicity or elitism. There were people being rude or kicking people. Yeah, exactly. They got the fucking devs. The funny thing about Helldivers, devs was just like, yeah, you guys are complaining about the meta builds. Well, fucking get good.
Oh, you need help with that, monster? I'll help you out.
Just
no
get
worries.
good and learn how to play the game and stop kicking
You
people.
control the buttons you press.
Exactly.
That's my favorite thing the Doom account tweeted. Like the official Doom Eternal Twitter account. Like, someone was mad about something, I can't remember. But like, they literally just responded to him saying, you control the buttons you press.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah. What would you consider elitism in video gaming communities? Oh.
For Southie Jiva, we did the same thing, so it's a ton of fun.
For me, elitism in video communities is like gatekeeping because you've been there longer, you've done more hours, you've done more quests, you have more things. So a great example would be like, oh, I've played Monster Hunter since the first Monster Hunter, therefore I know what's happening, and you, as a new player only joined in Rise, you don't actually know what it's like to be a hunter.
Yeah.
Or
like the easiest like example is Pokemon Gen 1ers.
Yes, Gen 1ers and Pokemon, 100%.
Good point. Good point.
Thanks for that, Alatreon, as well. We appreciate you.
Every other Pokemon generation sucks except for their Gen 1
Except
Pokemon.
for Gen 1, yeah.
The only good Pokemon, the only unique and thoroughly designed Pokemon was Muck.
After you, good sir.
Or Seal.
Or Seal. Or Ditto. Or Mr. Mime. It's a mime. So the casual brags don't count. Here's the thing. No, casual brags I don't think are bad as long as it's all about intention. Like, I'll give you an example. If there is a person who played the first Monster Hunter and said, "Yo, I remember when I fought Fatalis the first time, and I wear that as a badge of pride." Different story. That's like hearing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but like, or like as an example, like I remember playing.
But using
Pokemon,
that as like a using that as a thing to like lord over other people, saying like I am specifically better than you because of this thing.
Yeah, that's elitism.
Yeah.
Yeah, casual practice is talking about it's fun. Like, as an example, I played Pokemon Yellow as my first game. I fucking got all 3 stars, and I will brag a little bit about that. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool as hell.
But I'm not gonna say because I played Pokemon Yellow, I actually know Pokemon better than anyone else.
Yeah.
Both expecting newbies and casuals to play perfect. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Keeping people out for like not having the meta builds, as an example, like in Helldivers. 100%. I would definitely consider that a form of elitism as well. Monster Hunter doesn't have that as much. There are the funniest thing. Genshin Impact has that. I was playing as Alloy for a little while in Genshin Impact because I liked Alloy as a character and the design, so I played Alloy. And people, I would join in like groups, and people would be like, "Stop playing Alloy." And the funniest thing is, whoever was playing Long Dong Zhan that time, and as you guys know, Zhongli is like the defensive player.
Yeah.
Fucking died before I died as Alloy. That's all I'm saying.
I've seen like a bit of elitism in 14 as well. Because you know, there's always going to be, like, every time you do a raid, there's going to be someone who's doing it for the first time. Because, you know, it's an MMO. There are so many people who don't wait for new players or sprouts, because you have the sprout but next to your name, to watch the cutscenes. They just go into the fight.
That sucks.
Yeah. Thankfully, the majority of the community is pretty chill. There's a select few that are just like, you need to be incredible at the game immediately. If you don't know the specific mechanics of this one fight that never happens ever again, you are stupid. Which is
elitism is confused with pride or excitement. Being proud of your accomplishment or progress is one thing. Making everyone else's problems is ever cool. Jack, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the most toxic thing I can think about.
Yeah, like quite rapidly as well.
I remember actually we used to do Super Smash Bros. On the stream quite frequently. And I really hated the direction the stream was going in because
it just became
as a person,
yeah, the rest is kind of
alright, Call of Duty does have that a little bit, fair enough. But I, as a person, kept my stream very healthy, and we had for a long time we had a very healthy Super Smash Bros. Community. We even did a charity stream where our first charity stream was Super Smash Bros. We raised $500 for an LGBT center.
Fuck yeah.
Fantastic thing. But my thing was that, like, as time went on, there were a few people in the community who are no longer a part of it. Who were exceptionally toxic and specifically wanted to use the
that's what I found really
times to either be like, oh, I beat streamer 1v1 me kind of deal, or like I'm just or just like, wait, why did you put it that winners have to rotate out because I always win, I only win? It's like, yeah, that's why.
Okay, yeah.
I just
kind of boring otherwise.
Yeah, I just left when I get rage in chat. Yeah, no, that's valid.
That's the best thing to do, is just to step away for a bit.
I legitimately stopped playing Super Smash Brothers because of how toxic. Even my community, as the Botanist Cool community, is not a toxic community.
Oh yeah, not at all.
But there were levels of toxicity that started to seep in because of Smash Brothers, and I nipped that in the bud. I said, "Fuck no, that's not going to happen." I think why Smash seems or is worse is because of the whiplash, a friendly, colorful game, and a large number of age. Yeah. Did help my anger tolerance. I did help your anger tolerance. I feel like people just got way too competitive with Smash and just like
100%
really decided to be like,
because of how kind of mainstream the competitive Smash scene is, like people just thought, oh hey, I can do that.
My hands were bruised.
And like it just spiraled.
I remember
like that was a time where I like got unreasonably annoyed at Smash, and then I stopped playing for years.
I haven't played in a very long time. It did, and the game isn't really built for it, just like Mario Kart.
I love it so
yeah.
much. And I was like, this is it.
For me, I just like
I love Monster Hunter. And I think that
I
definitely
love these
solidified my
PvE games like
passion
Monster Hunter and
for
Helldivers because it really does bring in that
so,
sense of
yeah,
community.
it's great.
And really does bring in that sense of like camaraderie. And like that's one reason why I love playing games primarily with that's why most of the games I play with somebody. Like Splatoon I play with you guys, Monster Hunter I play with you guys. Like last night we were playing with Chip, literally doing some hunts, getting our asses kicked by raging Brachiodios. And we were playing Helldivers, which then the internet cut out halfway through that stream, and it was really sad.
It sucks.
I know. I'm just glad it fixed now. And like later today, I'm gonna be playing a co-op game with my friend Katie.
Nice.
We don't know which one yet, but I'm going to.
This is one of them.
Yeah, one of them.
I'm always more of a fan of PvE to PvP.
Yeah. Exactly. PvP inherently introduces a competitiveness that can get toxic if not well moderated. And even on the small scale, like a small streamer like myself, it was hard to moderate that competitiveness and toxicity with Super Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because every village in Monster Hunter always has a very unique.
They would kick Prowlers. Oh, fuck people kicking Prowlers. Prowlers were OP, honestly, though.
The interactions and even the quests and some of the characters that you meet while
what are they
there.
talking about?
And then for
no idea.
Experienced that feeling multiple times, which to me was really cool. And you know, even the whole thing about min-maxing your palico a little bit, and for Ultimate we also got Charge Blade for the first time and mounting for the first time. So
let's talk about the Ultimates. Huge PvE lover. Last time PvP was good at the classic WoW and OG Call of Duty up to Black Ops 2.
Trying to get you off and whatnot. It was.
I've never played either of them, so I would.
Same.
I have no frame of reference.
Same. I played World at War. With the original Nazi zombies in.
Is that pizza? And for me, I was shocked.
Call of Duty.
And I was like, oh, what weapon is that? I can't do.
But I just.
And I had a hammer. Of course, we're not gonna have a pizza. So I was like, I need to try that
hammer.
weapon. It didn't. The
weapon design something to get really silly. Like the corn gun lance is so great.
Oh my god.
I feel like PvP gets corrosive as it attracts people who just want. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So if you,
it just invites people who want to be better than everyone else.
Exactly. And I'll be honest, like competition is not necessarily a bad thing, and PvP is not necessarily a bad thing. It's really how the person who is running the event
it depends on the people there.
Yeah. We had some great friends who I played Smash Bros with all the time back in the day, and they just weren't toxic.
Yeah.
In that specific regard, but you know.
Yeah.
Put a disclaimer there real quick.
Yeah.
It's like when I first saw.
Like it's not exactly hard to be not a shitty person.
Yeah, exactly.
It is a video game. It is a source of entertainment.
Yeah.
And then for like
if you see it as a means to an end, maybe don't.
This is perfect.
Maybe it's some therapy, my dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, the range of weapons, you know, you've got your serious kind of weapons, you've got the cool looking weapons, more traditional ones, and then obviously you've got like the comedy weapons almost. Like, you know, I think is it you can get a couple of mugs of beer or some other beverage, and I think is it World
for dual blades? For dual blades, yeah.
Blades.
I think
it's the Dargo dual blades and Rise. Like, yeah, there's a load of cool weapons. Obviously, you know, the sword and shield though, you know.
I did a lot of messing with people in COD. Worst thing I did was literally ran circles around a kid that couldn't aim. Oh God, no, no, the poor kid.
And just kind of talking of that, obviously we've touched on about how, you know.
To be fair, people do that to me in Splatoon all the time. So.
Looking for a challenge and. You know,
don't worry, it might have been me there. You don't know.
It's kind of a niche game, almost, and then all of that changed with a little game called Monster. Oh, what? So, how was that for you? Seeing
I'd log off and go for
a walk. Oh, I'm 100%.
And kind of nurtured for so long, suddenly kind of really go global. How was that? How was that?
It was insane because I was at that E3. And normally it's like, okay, we'll have one community manager there. We had all of them on staff there.
I still have no idea what's happening on the stream right now.
I think they're just talking about
Oh, this is a
Shit.
big thing.
Yeah,
They got
like,
the
as we are.
statue
And I
of
told my
Rathalos
teammate that he did the exact same thing because the kid went to do the exact same thing. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
the
You just
niche
bullied
little
this
fandom
kid,
that I had
Jack?
before. No,
I can't believe Jax was a toxic gamer back then. You gotta
Shake
repent.
my
You gotta repent. Come to my confessional booth, my son, and I shall ask the Lord for forgiveness for you. The gamer Lord, Gamer Jesus.
Yeah.
And as we know, Gamer Jesus is this cool dude who's super inclusive to everyone. Unlike Christian Jesus.
He might have a bit of shitty internet though, because it did take him 3 days to respawn.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah.
He might take a bit of a while to get back to you, but it's fine.
Yeah, the lag is insane. His ping is so
don't
fucking high. His ping is so fucking high.
Don't mind his ping of like 3 million. He'll get there eventually.
Yeah, and when he does, he's gonna bring you to salvation.
To be quite honest, because when I saw
He's gonna like think about this. Like if you're playing Monster Hunter with him, you're fighting Fatalis, you know, it's you, Fatalis, he gets fucking knocked out, and like you're in the last minute of the fight, and then he comes back and just fucking wrecks Fatalis' ass for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Buddy Jesus from Talkbot? What? I don't know Buddy Jesus. I know the meme of Buddy Jesus being like, but that's about it. I don't want forgiveness. It was pretty funny and probably saved the kid from worse toxicity.
Yeah, maybe.
Then we shall damn you to gamer hell if you do not want forgiveness.
Everyone has to play now. Everyone has to.
God, I would not want to go to gamer hell.
No, there's probably a lot of yeah, neck bearded internet weirdos there.
So when the demo came out, it was over. I was playing that nonstop. I didn't sleep. It was awesome.
Actually, I remember playing the Rise demo a lot too. Honestly, they had the Mizu fight immediately there, and I'm like, "Fuck yeah, Mizu, baby!"
Moving on. I loved it, all of it.
Good, more people to mess with. if you're toxic to the toxic gamers, are you truly a toxic gamer?
You don't get sent down to gamer hell because you're toxic. You are the punishment that they receive in gamer hell.
For the announcement of World, it was always like one of those things.
That's that's an ideal to aspire to, honestly, though. Like you're just toxic enough to piss off all the toxic people.
You're decent enough.
Later, they would come to the West, and by then, most of the really, dedicated.
I can't think this game has a positive community because I don't. It's like the community is so silent because how the game is. Fucking Baldur's Gate.
I can't.
Like, it's not PvE per se.
I can't play it like that.
But like, it's so interesting in how it's a positive community, but it's such a weird community because like there's like no cooperativeness in it unless you're in a specific group.
It's really weird. It's like
it was that, and then the moment
it's like a community made up of like 50 million sub communities.
Yeah.
You don't really know.
Alright, Vagabond, sounds good. We'll probably be bound for however long this thing lasts. What I'm planning. I'm hoping that at the end there will be a little bit of information or something. And I'm an impatient bitch, and I wanna.
Yeah.
I want that to happen now. I love making the toxic players in COD rage. Yeah, that's valid.
That's funny. That's fair.
It's like if you murder a murderer, are you truly a murderer? You know,
there's one less murderer in the world.
Yeah. Well, no. You have to murder 2 murderers.
Oh, fair point.
There's one less murderer.
Runs where we were killing all of the monsters that were just there that you weren't even.
Hey, Batman, you should take a little bit of a note from that, buddy.
And chase after Anjanath when he shows up, and there was even like a rare monster that wouldn't.
Like you accidentally kill a person and just go oopsies, my bad.
Oops.
And then you're scot-free.
Yeah, exactly.
Be like, oh, they said oopsies. Oh, it's fine.
They said Butterfingers. They said Butterfingers.
I accidentally dropped this knife into that chest. 7 times.
Also, and Iceborne.
Brutus?
free title update and expansion that was
Oh
all happening
my
for
God.
a Monster Hunter title. So it was
The
day
Roman
one,
Senate?
it was
What?
a longer-term relationship.
Huh?
Honestly,
Butterfinger actually stabbed Caesar 23 times or whatever it was.
Things is that being able to like go along for the ride, see all the monsters revealed. With
The
different
entire
events and
group of the
whatnot,
Orient
I think
Express?
that's just really cool to see. I know the team really loves the monster reveals and seeing everybody's reaction. So yeah, anytime we see your guys'
Such a
reactions,
niche
we're always
reference.
making sure that the team in Japan knows about it as well.
I don't think a lot of people read Agatha Christie
changing
nowadays,
of
do
the-
they?
of the gathering
Probably
hub was
not,
also
no.
Fantastic. The way that it would completely change whenever there was a new event. Like, hey, here's the spring event, completely different gathering hub, and it would always bring.
I
the community
actually, alright,
together
talk about the
because
Gathering
everybody
Hub. I'm not a
farmed
big fan of it changing
the
for as long as it
special, like,
does.
events that would be
I
available
would
any
at
given
least
time,
rather
all the
have the
special
option to like
times
change
of
it back,
wars and
because some of the Gathering Hubs I do
thought
not
that was an
like.
absolute blast.
That's
And
fair.
even when the sieges
They're
would
just
come,
fucking annoying.
and,
Like
you know,
I
again, the
get
community would just
for a little
jump
while the
back in,
spooky one is
everybody would
cute,
be
but like
grinding stuff.
I want to
It
get
was-
rid of it like the
it was
day
really
after,
cool.
honestly.
And another
Like
really
allow
cool
have people to
aspect
have the
was
option to
fact
change
that,
their gathering, and
lobbies would
stop
actually
automatically
hold
changing the
more
handler's
players.
outfit.
So
Her
you would
sexy
constantly
demon
have, like,
outfit
a
doesn't
bunch of
look
players in
great.
your lobby and
Yeah.
people running different things.
No
It was-
offense to
it was
her.
just such a
It does
good
not look
time.
great.
I love that. Yeah, like the 16 people, player lobbies.
But
was
yeah,
nuts. And
the
being
player,
able to
the
take
big player lobbies are
pictures,
fun.
I
Cause like
mean,
you do see like
I
60 people
love
hanging
taking
out doing
pictures with
shit.
everyone.
Yeah.
That's always
'Cause,
fun to see.
being able to do that, capture those memories with everyone, and also having all the hunts be faster, so you can get your weapons. And if you don't want to hunt, that
Okay, I'm
monster,
kind
you
of
can
board
go
of the
somewhere
20th
else
anniversary stream
to
now.
the other
That's
side
valid.
and someone's
That's
hunting.
fair.
Like it is
I
a
loved
long talking
how fluid
stream,
everything was. And I think
which is
also
how
cooking
some of these
steaks
things
a lot
go.
faster.
I was hoping
Yeah.
for more of a
And it felt
wham
like a
bam
challenge,
shamalam,
like, every time
kind of like
the monster
This
that
is
came out,
everything that's
it
ever
was a
happened,
challenge,
kind of thing.
30 minutes to
and
an
it
hour.
brought a little bit of a
Yeah.
stress.
I wasn't expecting a
Yeah,
Game
like
Awards.
an hour would be like
Man,
a decent amount of time for
I
this.
guess we're not
I wasn't
sleeping
expecting
tonight,
like a
that's
Game
one of our
Awards
favorite
kind of
things to say, people,
presentation.
like,
Yeah, because we're pushing hour
did
2.
you find
know?
some snacks?
Yeah, we're at an hour 40 minutes right now.
Do you have two different
Yeah.
you can't, like two different drinks? You can't
And
have
Mia
water
did not
and
plan for this at
something
all. I was
else.
like, Mia, if you want to join, talk Monster Hunter.
I also thought it was gonna be like a 45-minute thing.
No, when
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, Mia. I did not intend
That's
to
alright.
free
I
you
don't have
here for
anything else
so
to do.
long.
stuff, you
I'm actually just really glad that work let me
So it's-
take off
it's
today
awesome.
because
It was awesome.
Mhm.
I love those
I work
days.
on
And we have them
Sunday.
again,
Yeah.
We still have them
when I'm
again,
not- when I'm
people
typically
are
not
still
supposed
going,
to.
coming back to world.
Oh, yeah.
And
So
today I gotta
it's-
do
it's
my
awesome. I love it.
my spaghetti cooking
love
to
always
get all the
seeing
food ready for the rest of the week.
Gathering
'Cause I wasn't able to do it Sunday, and I gotta do my
Yeah.
laundry today
Outside
too.
playing.
Fuck, I gotta do laundry today.
Just hit the what was it, like a little hot spring?
Oh my
Share the
God.
whisper to Mia so we could both. Yeah, I'll take a gander at it later for sure.
Hey.
And it was great as a streamer because
It's unfortunate I do have responsibilities to do after this. I woke up early for this, and now I actually
Makes
feel like
sense.
adult responsibilities. Like, ugh, disgusting.
together towards
Right.
I thought it'd be done at 8 o'clock. It's like fucking 9 almost.
Yeah.
Kind of our next topic, which is kind of favorite
I think
memories
I think
from
now because
Spawn.
it's
And,
for you it's like
kind of
almost
starts
1
to couple
o'clock
with
now, right?
having more
Yeah,
of my
it's
friends
12:41
actually
right
come
now.
into
Yeah, you guys are
Monster
only
Hunter
4 hours
and
ahead of
play
us
with
now.
them and grinding and farming
Our
with them.
reaction,
But then,
that's a time
I was getting
frame.
experiences that actually
I'll
really
probably
like
just
how
post
I'm
it. I'll
getting
just
to see
probably
my
like
face and,
give it a
Alex,
gander
which I
over.
actually-
Say how I
so
thought
use
about it on
elemental
Discord.
weapons Anyway. So
Yeah.
like, I was right at home.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing with that, having that, you had to kind
I'm
of.
actually gonna
get
look
that
up how
damage
long is the
before
Monster Hunter
the
20th
over
anniversary
attack,
stream.
And you think you're
Real
close,
quick.
you know it's gonna
Just
do it soon.
a cute
Yeah,
little curious
just to
thought.
make sure.
Non-judgment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are we there? Are we there? Have we got the horn yet?
Like if
And
something
you
big
can
does
hear
happen in like
heartbeats
3
going,
hours from
and
now,
your heartbeat's going.
you can just watch that later.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just an incredible feeling. Like Fatalis was great as well. Fatalis was insane, but just the kind of pressure I felt in that hunt, and then the kind of the nostalgic music playing at the end as well when you do take down Alatreon, that was really.
I'm
really
gonna
special.
give
As a
it
sort of
till
user, I
9.
felt validated that my
Yeah,
thoughts
that's reasonable.
There's nothing on here about a end time or anything like that.
I'm trying to think.
Mm.
Okay, Vampy, do you want to go? Because I have mine.
And
memorable thing
I'm just
about
going
World?
through fucking
Most memorable
everything
thing
right
that
now.
happened to you while you were
Yeah.
in World.
Oh,
And there's no
really hard,
length. It's
guys.
just
Like,
time that
there's so
starts.
many
Yeah.
things.
Just
I
time that it
don't
starts.
have trouble with bit.
But you know, I
Oh, wait,
have
hold
to
on, let's
say
take a look at this.
Electron, because when it came out,
Mhm.
I was like, okay, how is this going
No.
to be different? You
Not
know,
working.
how is it going to be different to hunt? And also, being a hammer user, everyone was counting on me every time I streamed. Can you break this for me?
Can you break this for me? Can you break this for me?
Down, you're like, yeah, I got this. So I had to practice. So I think I definitely remember, you know, a lot of the community would come into my streams like, can you break this for me? Break that for me? Especially during that time, and I was giving myself a lot of stress. I was like, you better break it. The first part, you better break it. So I had to be exact.
Yeah,
with
there is
everything I was doing,
no
so when it first
known
came out,
time limit for
I
this
think
thing.
I
This,
slept
this,
at, like,
it's a
8
24-hour Monster
I had
Hunter
some
stream, actually,
people
guys.
come in, previous-
It took a 24. No, it took a 20 hours. 20 hours for 20th anniversary stream.
And I'm like, no, we haven't beaten it yet. I will not sleep. And you shouldn't make promises at the beginning of the stream.
I did make a promise like that once, where I was like, I'm going to beat Fatalis today.
You're not gonna rest.
And that did become like a 9-hour stream, 10-hour stream.
I mean, you did technically beat it that day.
I did beat it that day, yeah.
Because we work very well together. So we can synchronize, and we
Or the
trust
next
each other.
morning, you know,
And we
tomato,
knew our
tomato.
That's one of
But that was a
many
fun
things
stream
is
because, like, you know, I had a lot of fun, like, fighting
Yeah.
Fatalis and actually getting past the first 25% on my own, which was a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
And then trying to get people to help me fight Fatalis, and then it was just like sometimes I was the one dying, sometimes they were the one dying, and it was just kind of like,
for me.
oh my god.
One of the first ones was one of the first times I interacted with Basil Goose, which ends up being my favorite monster.
You call it Basil
the
Goose?
seeding variant that we got with Iceborne. That's my favorite monster of all time. Easy.
Basil
Because I'm all about
Goose?
explosions, and he's all about explosions. But the really
Like
cool thing
honk
is
honk
that
goose?
You would just jump into the hunts and be the most
I call it basil
annoying
geese.
creature ever. You know, I was fighting. I think one of the first.
That is
times
kind of the funny thing about monsters, though. Like, I have mispronounced so many fucking names for them.
Oh yeah.
I forget the name.
I mean, if
of the
if you don't hear them pronounced canonically,
Yeah.
it's fair game.
You say basil goose. You say basil goose. Okay. So there's basil goose, basil goose, and then basil geese.
And I was like, what's this?
And then Beetlejuice, obviously.
And then Beetlejuice, of course.
What's going on? And then
The
he
musical.
drops in, boom. I was like, what is this?
Which honestly, that song fucking slaps. You know, it's like say my name 3 times. You know, it's like
Yeah.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, because I, you know, just like, oh,
Yeah.
you fucking tease, I love it.
So I chase him all over the map. You're not supposed to fight him at that point, but I just chase him all over the map, and I fight him for I don't know for how long I fought him.
Honestly,
but I caught it I
basil
think I
geese
caught it
being a
3
goose
times, and I
is
lost the quest
makes
because I was
sense.
just like,
Now I think
"We're
about
gonna
it.
move
Yeah.
on. I need to kill him. He's
bastard.
so annoying. So like that rivalry, I was super excited about that. That's one of my favorite memories. And the other one was actually a collaboration. Extremoth, if you guys remember Behemoth, but like the extreme version of him, because that required so much coordination that I had to like bring in my previous expertise from MMO rating, and I was like, okay guys, here's what we're gonna do. When he does Charybdis, everybody that has the thing under you, you have to go to one of the corners.
Oh,
of the
is he
map,
talking
you have to
about
drop your turn in
the
corner of map,
Behemoth?
Then you come back.
I
was
think
playing
so.
Sword and Shield for
Because
that,
there is a
and they
Final
got a
Fantasy
build that was
quest
all
in
Yeah.
world that you
wide
fight
range,
Behemoth.
healing,
And funnily enough, you get 9 faints on that one.
that made you
Mm.
sometimes
And I've only done the high rank one, and it is a pain in the fucking ass. Even though I have master rank gear, high rank Behemoth is a pain. Holy shit.
I mean, the Behemoth fight's a pain.
It's got even high rank's got a one-shot kill at the meteor storm, or whatever it is.
So I will do
Yeah.
the hunting when it needs to be done. I will do everything, and it was amazing because it was such a thing that required so much coordination.
I
and
still
such
need to
a
do
tremendous amount of time to
the
actually
Monster Hunter quest in
do, and it
14.
was a ton of
Yeah,
fun
get
to
yourself
go
a
through and do
Rathalos,
that
girl.
fight.
Like,
I love
Yeah. And a little Palico to follow me around.
yeah. What the fuck you been waiting for, homegirl? Like, fucking get him. That's even the best. You have a
Fine,
fucking
I'll log in right now.
You have
Okay.
a fucking like BMW in the game or some shit. You have an Aston Martin, but not a goddamn Rathalos.
And I was like, okay, do the go.
I find
Fine, I'll log in right now.
It's just
I have not beaten Ancient Lesson yet, but I've beaten Normal Lesson. I gotta redo the Lesson quest with Geralt because I want to get all the side quests in that one done.
That's fair.
And also, fighting with a Puke on your team is really fucking cute.
Okay, that does sound kind of cute.
Yeah, because basically the lesson is like taking up the is like stopping people from is like killing the monsters around the area.
Yeah.
And as Geralt, you can find like an injured Puke, free it, and they will join you into the fight against the lesson later on.
Oh shit.
When I played it the first time, the Puke died.
Oh no!
I know. So like now I know what I gotta do. I gotta make life powders to keep it alive. And just distract the lesson like no fucking tomorrow, so it doesn't hurt my Puke boy.
Change the color.
So fancy.
Okay, where the hell is where do I start this monster hunter quest?
You're actually going to get the
Yeah,
monster?
I just logged in. Yes.
Fuck yeah, dude, let's go. That's the spirit of Monster Hunter. How long does that raid take you? I'm curious.
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna need to do like the quests and stuff for it.
Well, come on, let's go get
I mean, normally if it's just like a regular raid, it shouldn't take too long.
3 hours, 4 hours.
It was a lot of fun. It was a really good time.
Let's go to the wiki. Where does this
Will
quest
the raid and quest take longer or shorter than the 20th anniversary special of Monster Hunter?
Speed run the fucking.
Can you finish the quest before Monster Hunter 20th anniversary finishes?
Hey Hunter, we
I need to go to Kugane. Okay, I can go to Kugane.
And the whole nostalgia wave of going back and having to fight Vitalis
Welcome to
again.
Kugane.
I get to teach you this lesson again, old man. Here we go. And I just loved how much it was.
Do you also get like the weapons from Marathos in that one or no?
No, it's just the mount and
and the
fucking-
Palico.
So much
And the Palico, yeah.
And just
Fair enough.
again, how much this game.
It could have been cute to like get like a Rathlos sword or something there though too.
Yeah.
It just really
Even if it was like a what is it called, a glimmer or a shimmer that y'all.
get those goosebumps.
Glamours, yeah.
Yeah, glamours. There we go.
Why I'm hooked on the
Mhm.
series.
I was close.
Yeah.
And when you get proof of a hero, when you
How
get him
much is
low
that?
enough and proof of a hero,
9.78.
it almost brings tears to your eyes. Oh, let's go. He's down. We gotta get him.
Every time anyone talks about anything, I'm just my face. I feel like getting hot because I'm like, I know how you feel, and that's the coolest thing. Like, anytime someone tells you a story, you can feel a little bit of yourself in that moment, you know, with them. So it's awesome.
Party
I
Hunter,
just
hello.
love how it's obvious the team definitely.
Yeah, you
thinks
definitely
about
look
what
like
they
a
have
Monster
to
Hunter guy.
do.
Just like a random Monster Hunter dude in Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, literally.
Oh, that's amazing.
I'll send you a screenshot.
Please do.
From this game, with World they added.
I'll share the
quest
screenshot on stream for
lines
those
that
who
really made
cannot
you
see
feel
it.
like part of their world as well as part of Monster Hunter.
Like, he just has a fucking
Honestly,
great sword.
when the hero hits in that fatality fight,
save
I feel like my
image.
brain just like hits like a weird, like I don't know, a weird level where I'm just like nothing else matters. And I think
The king on the block and the icon is a Palico.
Thinking at that point, it's too
Yeah,
basic.
here we go. So
I mean,
this
on my
is what
first
Mia's
solo kill,
currently
by the
seeing.
end, I was actually playing with the shield, and I was just like,
You guys should go see it on stream now.
there was like,
It is.
Sir, I've never met you before. How do you know my name?
It's just a dude.
It's just a guy with a great sword.
It's a lot of hop. Oh yeah, you're going for Sage now, ain't you?
Yeah. I'm a healer now.
Fucking
Like
nerd.
that music hits and I'm standing up now,
Healing.
playing the game. Like, come on, let's go.
Oh yeah, no, like
Wow, it was hard.
yeah, they kind of look straight out of Monster Hunter, honestly.
Yeah.
That was rough. Yeah, that was a rough one for sure, but very fun. And he looked amazing. Oh my god. Just to see him in that way, I was like, dang, what? Like, I grew up in England, you're like that.
Honestly, there was. I want to see how much those like build kits are for the models,
In that lava
Oh,
area,
yeah.
You know, so it's very interesting.
and
to
if
see him
I
that
could
big.
paint them, I would love to when I got better. Like, I'm not great at painting right now, but like, I'm learning.
Yeah, but like, yeah.
I kind of want to do it. I could like, I'm better at bigger models because like I have big chubby hands, like big old sausage fingers. So like a bigger model works for me better. But like,
but he just actually gives me a bill like Monster Hunter style with the Monster Hunter Rathalos logo on it.
A bell?
A bill.
One more time.
In the pre-show,
Bill. B-I-L-L.
Different like kind of turn-based
B-I-L-L.
to the series. But how about you?
Okay.
Oh yeah, I played
Like a duck
I
bill
think
or like a receipt bill?
It was.
That's definitely not Eorzean. I think that's like actually the Monster Hunter language as well.
Japan called Monster Hunter Spirit.
Because that's not Eorzean.
They'd have all these little baby designs of monsters. So I was like, those are really cute. I really want those. And then seeing them bring it over.
Beast truly is out there somewhere. What kind of hunter would I be if I didn't go out and find it?
I was like, yep.
Go kill
Sure.
Rathalos. Kill Rathalos.
I still don't know how you knew my name, but sure.
Listen, everyone knows your name in that game. You're
fair point.
You
I am a legendary hero.
You are a legendary hero, exactly. Now you can be legendary hunter.
It gives so much backstory on him.
You killed the Empire like 3 times.
The story, the narrative, and the gameplay is great because you're actually getting to fight with these monsters.
And immediately they start squatting.
And just forming that bond with
It even has oh, it even has the Monster Hunter World noises. Oh, that's cool.
Does it?
Like it had the quest accepted noise.
Oh, that's cool.
Being able to play with others, but my first love is RPG, like just those turn-based.
Okay, I don't think these guys are ending anytime soon.
No, not either.
I'll be honest, guys. I'm at my limit with just basic. Like, don't get me wrong.
Which is
if I want to hang out with Mia, we're gonna play a game.
Yeah, not just sit waiting for people to stop talking.
I know, right?
Getting them into it was really easy.
So I think for right now, you know what's gonna be really funny? I'm gonna say let's end this.
End stream, and then it's immediately gonna be like, hey, by the way, here's the exact release date and exact time that Wilds is gonna be coming out. And it's like, it's not 2025.
It's actually tomorrow at 7 p.m.
It comes out in 3 seconds.
It comes out. Yeah, that's it's.
Yeah, sure. Then that means
yeah.
other games now. So
painful.
Oh my god.
They liked it too. They loved it.
The top 20 was a good reaction, but like.
Oh yeah. This is just kind of.
It's really dragging on.
Yeah.
It really is, and I'm just kind of like.
There's no need for it to be going on this long.
After so long. I've missed Legiacris for so long because, like, I.
Really?
You know,
they talk about Legiacris now. Like, holy shit! I feel like they're gonna go on for hours.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like, if this was a podcast and it was until later, sure.
Yeah. But as a thing, like, you know,
20th anniversary special that I'm here to like react to and have fun with and like talk about. Like, don't get me wrong. I could dissect every word they say and be like, oh yeah, this monster, that monster, this thing, this, that thing, but like, that's not fun.
Yeah, that's not really point.
Exactly.
Weapons were in there, so the fact that we had gunlands, I was like, yes.
So, alright, I was recording this whole thing entire time, so if you're watching it on YouTube, you have a better fortitude than I do. I wouldn't blame you if you stopped watching this an hour ago. But if you're on YouTube, I was trying to sneak a video in. Nah, they don't stop talking, baby. They don't stop talking.
Any game where you can befriend Kazu, I think is...
So, hey, YouTube, if you're watching this and you somehow made it to the end of this video, fuck, man. Good on you. Props to you.
I couldn't.
Hey, I'm recording it and I barely could. Mia, thank you for joining me, guys.
Yeah, of course.
Mia is a fantastic streamer. She's on the YouTubes primarily, under Transberry Milkshake, and she does a lot of Final Fantasy 14 specifically. She does a lot of. She did Mario Party like yesterday, if I recall correctly.
I do a lot of shit.
Yeah, she's a good variety streamer. She's a lot of fun. So go give her some love, yeah.
You know, like Bethany's, right?
And that's gonna be it on my end.
What is this?
I don't want to hear Boost Toast and Rubicon and Fancy and Toga and just talk more about Monster. Like, I'll do that. Monster Hunter Reclamation is a browser game exclusive to Japan.
And I was like, he's pretty interesting.
Damn, why is this exclusive to Japan? There was actually an MMO. There was a Monster Hunter MMO. What?
Mine is kind of evolved over
Don't
the
worry.
years. You know, I started with.
Wait, did you say there's a Monster Hunter? Did you say there's a Browser Hunter Space Force game?
No, I said lost browser game Pikmin Space Force.
Wait, was there actually a Pikmin Space Force game?
Yes, there was a browser game. Pikmin called Pikmin Space Force that no longer exists. This was like ages ago.
Lost Media.
It is.
Yeah.
It is actually Lost Media at this point.
Lost Media. I love Lost Media because like there's a level of mystique behind it.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, I'm so sad it's Lost Media. This is why piracy is needed.
Yeah, for real.
like fucking. You could honestly consider Pokemon Coliseum XD to be Lost Media at this point.
Technically, yes.
You can consider some of the Ranger games to be Lost Media too. I would say Pokemon XD and Coliseum the most because like they're a lot harder to find than Ranger games are.
Oh yeah,
and they're like
it's gonna be a lot harder to
$200
find
each.
GameCube games than it is DS games. But then again,
yeah, I'm a Devil's
I
Joe fan.
did see a copy of Pokemon Soul Silver being sold secondhand for like £2,000.
£2,000 for Soul Silver alone? What the fuck? I thought $200 for XD and Coliseum was a lot. You have £2,000? That's like
it's insane.
It's like $2,500.
I mean, it was in box, but still.
They sold Devil Joe pickles. It was really.
It's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Which is kind of
all right. Well, guys, remember piracy stops Lost Media from happening. So sail the high seas, baby. Let's go. Not officially endorsed by pirates. Wink, wink, came tent. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all had a good one. Everyone, stay safe, stay Botanist Cool, and I'll see you soon.
For the whole stream, but like Devil Joe's characters.
Bye, everyone.
Like, you want to troll him.